All right, we're on here. Hello, everybody. How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully, you're all doing well. I don't know why some of my text went away, but that's all right. I guess we can fix it as we go on, but that's all right. Oh boy, we got a big game today. And you know what? The Eagles taking on the New York Giants to wrap up the regular season. Next week is the playoffs. So many things at stake today for the Eagles in regards to their playoff scenarios. Are they going to win the NFC East? If they win today, okay, and if Dallas loses, then they do take the NFC East, and therefore they are the number 2 seed. If they do win today and Dallas wins today, then, of course, they're going to stay put as a wild card contender. So it'll be interesting to see who they're going to have to play next week and when they're going to play. But we have a whole lot of scenarios. We're definitely keeping our eye on the Dallas game. We got that up right here. But, yes, I wish I did a better job at having the scenarios up there. But that's okay. That bugs me, but we're moving on. All right, so a big game today. So Eagles just about ready to kick things off out in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Not the best field conditions, but the Eagles are just about ready to get underway and they got to come out with a W. That is just to say the least. They need to be very dominant in the trenches. They also have to do a very good job in the secondary, and this is a big game for Brian Johnson as well because the offensive creativity has to really be up to par, and you really need him to just go out there and really dominate. That would be absolutely awesome. All right, so Elliott with the kickoff. It's high, it's deep, it's going towards the back of the end zone, and it goes over the head of Gunnar Olszewski. So here we go. What's at stake? If the Eagles playoff chances scenario. So they're the number 2 seed and NFC East title with a win and a Dallas loss. Or they're the 5 seed with a loss or a Dallas win. Or obviously both. So it should be a very wild game. The Giants are 5-11. The Eagles did beat the Giants about a couple of weeks ago and were able to take care of business against them, but that's the last game that they actually won. So the Giants will be receiving first. They just received it, so here's the first throw as Taylor's able to get a completion there. It gets over towards the 43-yard line, so they started at their own 25, and that's where they set up shop. And now the Eagles have to play defense. So Tyrod Taylor out there as the starting quarterback for the Giants. He threw it to Darius Slayton for 18 yards. Byard was there to make the tackle. Shotgun formation for the Giants again. Somebody in motion. That's Wan'Dale Robinson going from left to right. And the handoff is going to go to Saquon Barkley, who runs up the middle for 2 yards. And he'll take it all the way to the Giants' 45. Knocked down by Jordan Davis. So here's the offensive line for the Giants. You got Andrew Thomas over at left tackle, Justin Pugh at left guard, Ben Breedson at center, and of course you have John Michael Schmitz Jr. Also in the lineup, and Tyree Phillips is over at right tackle. All right, another play coming up right here as it's another handoff. And Barkley loses about 5 yards as Hassan Reddick is there to tackle him 5 yards short of the line of scrimmage. Yes, sir. Dallas game is on Fox. Yes, it is. Oh, boy, I got to fix the score again. Great. All right, we can do that right now. Where is it? Where's the oh, it's right here. All right. Cool. That's a lot better. Here we go. Taylor in the gun again. He'll get the snap. He's looking deep. He fires it all the way towards the 20. It's incomplete. Any flags? That's the question. No. Good defense by the Eagles out in the secondary as Eli Ricks was able to stay on his receiver and was able to just provide really good coverage on Jalen Hyatt. So Hyatt was not able to make the catch. And good job by Eli Ricks just to stay on his man. He was looking really deep, Tyrod Taylor. And it's going to be 4th and 13. And the Giants are going to punt it. And the punt is high. It's deep. It's caught right at the 15. The fair catch is made, of course, by Britton Covey. And now the Eagles will set things up and go out there on offense. All right. And they'll be right back. All right. Let's reorganize this stuff. We're a little bit off today. What is going on? All right. We'll leave this up here. I like that. And this will be over here. Okay, cool. Oh, boy. If you are new to the channel, spike the like, hit the subscribe button. Guys, do your thing. Alco Gang, do your thing. Come on, man. Hopefully you're all doing well. So the Eagles, again, are in East Rutherford, New Jersey, taking on the New York Giants. And their offense is going out there right now. Where is... I had a paper right over here, and I guess I lost it. Guess I lost it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Cool. Dallas game is on Fox. All right, cheers. L'chaim. We also got some Eagles music on here, so you know how, like, I don't know if you guys were with me during the Phillies playoff run, but we played, like, the bell, and we had some other sound effects, too. We started to download some stuff, and we're going to be playing some of that, so that'll be really, really awesome, and I'm very, very excited about that. So we got that all going for us, too. JJ, my Steelers, as of now, my Steelers would have to face Tua and Tyreek Hill. Yeah, it's a big game tonight, but congratulations to your Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Congratulations to your Steelers. That's awesome. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll go ahead and do your thing. So let's look at the Eagles injury report for today. Just had it up. Where is it? It is right here. So, the Eagles will not have Darius Slay. They will not have Tanner McKee is also not playing. Darius Slay is not playing. Devontae Smith not playing as well. And DeAndre Swift also not in the lineup tonight. He's out with an illness. It's snowing a little bit out at the MetLife Stadium. That's where the Eagles are playing today to wrap up the regular season. They have a chance to host a playoff game, but that's if the Dallas Cowboys lose and if the Eagles, of course, take care of their business. So the Eagles are going from right to left. They're in their white and green uniforms, white tops, green bottoms. They have the shorts on. Here we go. So Jalen Hurts and company going out there as Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught right at the 25 and taking it down is Quez Watkins. So Watkins, of course, in the lineup tonight for the Birds. So Jalen Hurts, obviously 38 passes and rushing touchdowns, which is second most in the NFL. He's also had 19 giveaways. And really, the turnovers have been a very big problem this season for Hurts, especially. So 2nd and 2, right at the 25. Hurts in the gun again. 3 receivers towards the right and 2 to the left. Hurts will hand it off to Gainwell, who runs up the middle, and he just gets past the line of scrimmage. They'll give him about maybe 1.5 yards. They're actually going to say it was 3 yards as McFadden was able to make the tackle on defense. So looking at the Giants' defense, they have Ashawn Robinson at left defensive end. The nose tackle is Dexter Lawrence the second. Jihad Ward over at right defensive end. Azeez Ojulari is one of the linebackers, along with Bobby Okerke and Cam Brown as well. Hurts gets set, and he'll get the snap, and he'll hand it off to Gainwell once again. Gainwell's going to take it all the way to the 30, and he's taken down right on the hash, right at the 30 by Belton. And as far as the Eagles' offensive lineup, of course, they have Jalen Hurts out there, Kenneth Gainwell, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, and their offensive line is Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Sua Opeda, and Lane Johnson. 2nd and 8. Eagles have it at their own 30. Hurts will get the snap. The pressure's coming. He rolls over towards the left side, and he fires it. It's just incomplete over towards the near sideline. No receiver was home, and Hurts had to just throw it out of bounds. They need to get Julio involved. I definitely agree with that, man. You want to see more action from Julio Jones, and also, just establish the run. Even though DeAndre Swift's not out there, maybe we'll see a little bit of Rashad Penny today. Maybe I'm just pushing this. I don't know. But I don't think it's out of the question. 3rd and 8. You don't want a 3 and out here if you're the Birds. Hurts again in the gun. Gainwell over towards his left side. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 11:18 left to go in the first quarter. Hurts gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He rolls over towards the right side. Escapes 2 tackles. He's at the 20. At the 25. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Dallas Goedert was the intended receiver. And how about McKinney just doing a very good job at just staying on his man? He was actually right behind Goedert and provided a lot of pressure, but Goedert was not able to make the catch. No flags on the play. It's a 4th and 8, and the clock stops with 11:11 left to go in the first quarter. Eagles hopefully trying to get their wish with 11:11 left, as they'll possibly take the NFC East with a win and a Dallas loss. So going out there to punt the football for the Birds, of course, is man, and here we go. So Ozuski will be the returner. The punt is high. It's deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it all the way to the 15, to the 20, to the 22, and take it down to the 27. So that was just an 11-yard punt. And we have a timeout on the field. So, no score so far between both of these teams, and the Eagles will be back in just a few moments with exactly 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're so close to getting 10 subscribers or to 10 likes. Come on, man. Now go again, do your thing. Tell your friends about this channel. We do Eagles football play-by-play. We do 76ers basketball play-by-play. We also do Phillies baseball play-by-play as well. We're on for almost every single game, as many as we possibly can. We did 127 of the 162 during last season, the Phillies games, plus all the playoff games. And we've been pretty consistent with the Sixers and pretty consistent for the most part with the Eagles. Flyers will start doing after the NFL playoffs. So that was really bad. Not a very good first drive by the Eagles. You want to set the tone early on. I can get behind them trying to run the football, but the last play call, okay, the offensive line didn't necessarily do the best job at protecting Jalen that time, but Jalen, I have to give him credit for being able to roll out towards the right side and just able to run, but I was thinking that maybe he should have just kept it and just should have ran with it, but, Dallas Goedert was pretty covered, but at this point, you got to play on. What's up, Starfinder? How you doing, my guy? How are you doing? Yes, sir. That was pretty bad. People would probably disagree with me on maybe Jalen Hurts trying to just scramble, but I think that in that case, I would have just taken a couple more yards instead of just making the pass to Dallas Goedert there, because that was trouble. So, all right, Eagles defense going back out there. So Dallas does have the football. There's 10-13 left in the first quarter of the Dallas-Washington game. Again, we're keeping our eyes on that to see who wins the NFC East. So we'll have the standings up to in a little bit. How about the 49ers? They just scored. They got a touchdown, and they lead at 7-0 against the LA Rams. That's wild. The Packers, they're down 3-0 against the Chicago Bears. There's a lot of games going on today at 425. Then we got the big game tonight, and that's Buffalo and Miami. Winner gets the division. But that should be a fun one. All right, so Eagles defense goes back out there, and so here is Tyrod Taylor. Taylor will get the snap. He's looking, he fires it, and it's caught again. And he'll take it all the way towards the 50, towards the 45 to the 40. And what a catch and what a great route run that was by Wan'Dale Robinson. Number 17, of course, the second option as their wide receiver, just behind Darius Slayton. So Tyrod Taylor just was able to find Robinson, who was running a little slant route. And he was going over towards the right side and took it almost towards the near side. So it's 1st and 10. That is a 33-yard pass to Wan'Dale Robinson. Tyrod Taylor again in the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking. And Darius Slayton's the one that makes the catch. And he does not get the first down. It was about 3 yards shy of the first down marker towards the near side. And it'll be 2nd and 2. They're going to give him 8 on that reception. So, no Daniel Jones, of course. He had his torn ACL back in Week 9. Tyrod Taylor then became the backup, and then Tommy DeVito actually started for the next 6 games and literally just only played the first half in that last Eagles game. And in the second half, Tyrod Taylor came out, and he's been starting ever since. Taylor again in the gun, gets the snap. He'll find Isaiah Hodgins up the middle, and it's good enough for a first down, taken all the way to the Philadelphia 19, so they're already in the red zone. And the Eagles' defense has to try to put more pressure on these receivers here. You cannot provide a lot of soft coverage, and you want to try to set the tone defensively, and your defense has to step up. That front seven has to do a better job at trying to get to the quarterback. 9:17 left. 9 seconds on the play clock. Taylor gets the snap. He's looking. It's incomplete as he tosses it to Slayton. Good job by Nick Morrow to just stay on him as he was able to make the tackle, but it was incomplete, and the pass was just a little bit over towards his right side. It actually went through his hand, so he probably should have caught that. Looking at the replay, sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell in real time, but that was a catch that he's made throughout 90% of his time during his career. The Eagles are 1-4 in their last 5 games. Taylor again will hand it off to Saquon Barkley. Barkley's going to take it all the way to the 15, to the 10, and he's taken down by Reed Blankenship, and that's good enough again for a first down, and that's going to move the chains for the Giants. It'll be 1st and goal at the Philadelphia 8. So Barkley was able to just run through the Eagles' interior middle of the defense and was able to just get a really big hole, and nobody was there to make the tackle, so he was able to just get 10 yards out of that. All right, here we go. Another handoff to Saquon, and Saquon is just taken down. He's stuffed up the middle. There were about 5 or 6 Eagles defensive linemen that were there to just stuff him up the middle, just at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal at the Philadelphia 8, and they're going to say no gain was made on that one. There's been a lot of talk about Matt Patricia as their defensive coordinator now. He's been taking over the duties for Sean Desai, and this is another big game for him. The Cowboys did just score. It's 6-0 out in Washington. Tyrod Taylor again gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and down he goes. A loss of 5 as Tupololu was able to make the tackle, and it's now 3rd and goal. That's going to send the Giants back to the Philadelphia 13. Great play by the Eagles' defensive line as they were able to just break through, and you'd want to try to see some more sacks, especially, just providing that pressure. That's what really does matter. Eagles led the league in sacks last year, but it's been a totally different story this year. Tyrod Taylor again gets the snap, and he's going to run up the middle, and he'll take it all the way towards the 10. He goes over towards the near sideline, and he's out of bounds at the Philadelphia 6, so it'll still be 4th and goal. But are they going to go for it? That's the question. That is the question. So Prescott was able to throw a touchdown in the Dallas game. Was able to find Tolbert. And that's how it's a 7-0 game over there. All right, so they're just going to take the 3, the Giants, that is. And the kicker, of course, it's Randy Bullock, and the kick is up, and it is good by Mason Crosby, So Crosby is in there to kick the field goal, and it's good. It's for 24 yards, and it's now 3-0 New York. That drive took about 4 minutes and 6 seconds. And they were able to get 9 plays and 67 yards during that drive. So the Eagles down 3-0. Can they come up with a counter punch? That's the big question. All right, we're a little sloppy today. Why did I not have? Oh, because next time I do this, man, I gotta make sure that I check the rosters. Again, this is all part of the learning experience. It really is, but I need to make sure that I double-check these things because I had the depth chart from literally 2 weeks ago, and there's always changes going on. So, come on. That's like rule number 101 when it comes to broadcasting. Always check the rosters. So, the Cowboys lead at 7-0 out in Washington at FedEx Stadium. And the Eagles are certainly going to need some help from that. If the Dallas game, if the Eagles win, all right, and if Dallas is still on, we're going to the Dallas game, and we're going to call the rest of that game. So, again, we got to keep our eyes on that. And hopefully the Washington Commanders will be able to give the Eagles some help. Lots of talk about Josh Harris possibly having his team coming through. Again, Josh Harris, the owner of the Washington Commanders, and also the Philadelphia 76ers, and the New Jersey Devils. So Philly fans are hoping that Josh Harris comes through and his team is able to get the win, and they'll be celebrating Josh Harris if the Eagles are able to win the division. But, of course, you got to take care of your business first. Oh, boy, how's everybody doing today, man? How is everybody doing today? Comment down below. Feel free to participate, man. I know that this is a pretty stressful game. I know that some people have lost a lot of interest, too, in the Birds because of the way that they've been playing over the last 6 games or so. And, at this point, all the Eagles got to do, all right, it's just simple. All the Eagles got to do is just win these games. It sounds simple, but I'm just saying that a lot of people have lost faith in this team, and you can hear it all on Sports Talk Radio, but if they just continue to win, that's all that matters. That really is all that matters. It's 3-0 New York Again, the Eagles' offense went very quiet on that first drive, as they'll be getting the football back right now. So the Giants will have Crosby kicking things off, number 21. It's high and deep, and it goes all the way towards the end zone, and the fair catch is made by Britton Covey. So the Eagles will set up shop at their own 25, and this is where you need Jalen Hurts to really come out and fire in this drive. And you also need the offense to just really do a good job at just putting them at least in field goal range. But even if they are within field goal range, you got to be aggressive, and most likely you just really got to go for the 7. 6:54 left to play in the first quarter. Again, the Eagles going from right to left. The Giants are going from left to right. Eagles in their white tops and green bottoms with the green helmet and the logo on either side. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He finds Dallas Goedert, and Goedert's able to make the catch, but it's not good enough for a first down. They'll just say that it's a 4-yard gain as he takes it out towards the near sideline. So 2nd and 6 at the Philadelphia 29. The one thing about the Eagles, too, is that, Jalen overall has not had the best season, but if he is able to just see the field good today and able to execute, then the conversation's going to change for sure. There's a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell's going to take it all the way to the 40, to the 50, and he'll take it inside the 40 in New York territory. All the way to the Giants' 39, a 32-yard run by Kenneth Gainwell. And that's something that is absolutely incredible for the Birds. Good job by Jason Kelce to just stay on his man and have Kenneth Gainwell just see a very big hole and a lot of daylight. He got tackled in the Eagles secondary. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, rolls over towards the right side. He's at the 50. He throws it. He fires it, and it's incomplete. Gainwell was the intended receiver. McFadden, again, doing a good job of just staying on him and not making it so easy, and the clock stops with 5:44 to go in the first quarter. If Dallas wins, Eagles get eliminated? No. So if the Eagles win, okay, the Eagles are in the playoffs. Like, that's not the question. The question is, are they going to win the division? And if they do, that would require an Eagles win and a Dallas loss. So if Dallas wins, or if the Eagles lose, or if both things happen, then the Eagles will have to settle for the 5 seed. Hurts gets the snap again. He's looking, and he throws it. It's caught by Zacchaeus, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. That was actually Quez Watkins that made the catch. O'Kirky did a good job at just tackling him out of bounds and pushing him. And the Eagles will have a 3rd and 1 at the Giants' 30. So again, Kenneth Gainwell just able to provide a lot of speed as he got a 38-yard rush, and that was absolutely huge. It was 32. So 3rd and 1, the Eagles decide to go with the brotherly shove here, and do they get the first down? That's the question. I think that they do. Just gets past the line, and the refs signal that it is a first down for the Birds. That's the one thing that has really been unstoppable for the Eagles. That is the brotherly shove and just the QB sneak that they're able to provide with all that weight and all that muscle. 4:13 left in the Dallas game in the first quarter. 4:39 left here in the Eagles game as they're down 3-zip. But they're answering, and they're at the Giants' 28-yard line, right on the hash. Zacchaeus in motion, going from left to right. Hurts will hand it off again to his running back, and he'll just get 2.5 yards or so. Rashad Penny able to just get a yard, they're going to say, as McFadden was there to make the tackle. So I guess his knee was down right after the line, about a yard after the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. Haven't really seen a whole lot of Rashad Penny this season, but again, with DeAndre Swift not playing, probably going to see some more action for sure. 2nd and 9, 3:55 left to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers over towards the right side and 2 to the left as well. Hurts gets the snap, and he'll fake the handoff. He throws it. It's caught by A.J. Brown. Brown fumbles the football. He loses it, and it's recovered by the Giants. The Giants are able to recover it, And if it is ruled as a fumble, it'll be Giants football. He fumbled it right at the 26. And A.J. Brown is down. He is in a lot of pain. The ball was recovered. I couldn't tell who made the recovery, but A.J. Brown is certainly in a lot of pain, and he is grabbing onto that right knee. So that is indeed ruled as a fumble, as Brown caught it, and it was just punched out of his hands. It was punched out of his hands, let's see, by number 44, and that is Nick McLeod. And it was recovered by the Giants, and the Giants will take over. There's another turnover by the Eagles. Hopefully, A.J. Brown's okay. We got to pull up Twitter now to make sure that we're keeping up to date with that news. That is not a good sight if the Eagles were to lose him. He was really in a lot of pain. Did not see him get up before they cut to the TV timeout. And we're going to have to definitely keep our eyes on that. There's been a lot of talk over the years about the turf and the conditions at MetLife Stadium, and I'm sure that that's going to be a part of the conversation if A.J. Brown is not able to return. But regardless, I mean, that would be a really tough loss for the Eagles, and now we're going to open up our Twitter notifications. Jeez. So A.J. Brown committed a fumble after catching the football. It was actually punched out by Nick McLeod, who is the one of the safeties in the secondary for the Giants. They have a timeout at the 3:37 mark, and it was recovered by McFadden at the Giants' 19-yard line. That is wild. Now people on Twitter are going off. I see Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Oh, X. That's what the kids call it nowadays. Oh, boy. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. It's still 7-0 out at FedEx Field. The Washington Commanders have the football. Let's see if we can. There it is. It's 3rd and 10 at the Dallas 20. A.J. Brown walking off. Okay. Under own power, he's now in the medical tent. He is now in the medical tent, according to sources, including Sports Radio 94 WIP. Man, oh man. McLeod just able to punch it out, and it looked like maybe it was that right knee that he landed a little bit awkwardly on. So now Tommy DeVito is going to go out there for the Giants, and he's going to be their quarterback right now. So DeVito comes into the game. He'll fake the handoff to Saquon. He gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and he tries to escape, and he's taken down. Oh, what a play, again, by the Eagles defense, as Kelly Ringo was able to make the tackle. Just got back to the line, and they're going to say that it is just a 2nd and 10, still at the Giants' 27. There was a 32-yard field goal attempt, and the Washington Commanders were able to just take it back into their own zone. So it was a missed field goal. I guess it was blocked. But there's a lot of eyes on in that game, too. Another handoff, this time to Barkley as he runs up the middle and gets 4 yards. Jordan Davis able to eat him up and tackle him right at the knees. So that's technically not a sack. That was recorded by Kelly Ringo, because technically speaking, Tommy DeVito got back to the line of scrimmage. I guess it is a sack. Yep, they recorded it as a sack on NFL Jesus. So Tyrod Taylor is not out there. It's Tommy DeVito who gets the snap again. He's looking. Pressure's coming. He throws it. It's caught, but just shy of the first down marker by Wyatt. Good job again by Avonte Maddox, who was able to make the tackle, and it'll be 4th and 1, just shy of the 37. Tyler Steen, of course, not playing for the Eagles on the offensive line as well. All right, so it's 4th and 1 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. And the punt is coming for Jamie Gillian. It's high, it's deep, and it'll be bounced over at the 25. It takes it all the way to the 10. We have a flag as the ball lands right at the 8. There's a flag, though, on the play, and it'll be interesting to see what the call will be. A.J. Brown is now headed back towards the locker room. So he was in the blue tent, and there goes A.J. Brown. He is walking, which is the good news, but he's going to be checked out by the medical staff. Thumb injury for Tyrod. Oh, boy. Thanks for that update. So Tyrod Taylor suffered a thumb injury, and that's why he's not in there right now. So Gillian's punt was for 55 yards. It was taken all the way to the Philadelphia 9, and that's where the Eagles will set things up. So Hurts and the offense are going back out there after the timeout. All right. What the heck is up with this? 4th and goal. There we go. Oh, boy. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons. I'll go again, do your thing. Let's take another sip of this. I feel really good today, man. I feel like this is a back to normal type of a day for me. I feel 99.8% a lot better. Tim McMaster said A.J. Brown is now heading indoors. Zach Berman just said that A.J. Brown is walking into the locker room. They're all keeping their eyes on it. This is the blessing about Twitter, man. Sidney Brown has just been ruled out with a knee injury. So that's another loss in their secondary, regardless of what you want to say about the Eagles' secondary and what they can do at cornerback. It's another loss for them. Run the ball, says Mike. Continue to run the football. I am 1,000% with you. It's 4th. Oh, my gosh. 4th and goal at the Dallas 1 in the Washington game. Oh, boy. Let's see what's going on with that one. It's 4th and goal. I want to make sure that Oh, they just went to a commercial. Did they get it? Did they get it? From the Giants side, all right, the medical staff is around Tommy DeVito on the Giants bench. He looks to be in some discomfort. So Jacob Eason is the 3rd quarterback, and he's the emergency option. He's now warming up right now. So Tommy DeVito is on the bench, and he's in some discomfort. This was reported by Art Stapleton. Art is an NFL beat writer for the record sports for the Giants. It is really snowing here out in East Rutherford. Light snow, but lots of rain. 36 degrees with a wind northwest at 10 miles per hour. Eagles get the snap. Hurts is looking. He throws it. It's caught. And taking it all the way to the 19. And getting that catch is Jackson. Jackson was able to make the tackle. Julio Jones is the one that made the catch. So now I'm sure that with A.J. Brown being questionable to return with a knee injury, you are probably going to get more and more plays for at least Julio Jones. So Jacob Eason is the backup, and again, they're keeping their eyes on Tommy DeVito. Oh, boy. 2nd and 5, 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Hurts gets the snap. He hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell runs up the middle and just gets 4 yards. He's taken down right on the hash, just at the Philadelphia 23. And that's where the ball will be spotted. 3rd and 1 with 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And the Eagles, they're going to have to go for one more play here. They decide to go with the brotherly shove, but before the ball was snapped, we have a flag as Okirky just came flying in way over the defensive line, and that's going to be at least a 5-yard penalty for, I believe a first down. Oh, boy, he really just leaped over the entire defensive line. Didn't even know he had that in him. He just hurled them. Offsides was called on Bobby Okerke, so a flag was issued, and it'll be 1st and 10, and the Eagles will get 5 more yards. So the Eagles have had 26 attempts with the brotherly shove. They've been able to convert 24 times and get the first down, which is equivalent to a 92.5% of converting. Hurts in the gun. 8 seconds left on the play clock. 16 on the game clock. He'll get the snap. He'll hand it off to his running back, Gainwell. Gainwell takes it all the way towards the 35 to the 40, and he's taken down at the Philadelphia 41. And that's going to do it here to end the first quarter. Another great run by Kenneth Gainwell. He was able to get 12 yards. McFadden was the one that tackled him over towards the secondary. And, well, the Eagles are down 3-0 as we go into quarter number 2 against the Giants. All right, let's see any more news going on Twitter. So Sidney Brown has been ruled out with a knee injury. A.J. Brown was able to walk off under own power. This is Tim McManus, and he was in the medical tent, but now he's in the locker room. A.J. Brown, according to Jeff McClain, he's now questionable to return with a knee injury. So I'm sure that he's going to be out for at least the rest of the first half. And again, we'll keep our eyes on that. Wow. Prayer circle. Is A.J. Brown okay? These players should start a class action lawsuit on all turf fields. I mean, listen. If these conditions are that bad and, well, both the Giants quarterbacks are hurt and they have to rely on Jacob Eason, with all due respect, there should be a conference about this. There really should be. And this has been going on for years. It's not even just a new thing. Like, this has been going on for a while. There's been a whole lot of complaints about the turf conditions over at MetLife from the Jets side and the Giants side. So, it's not cool. Oh, boy. Let's take another sip of this. Oh, good. The Commanders tied it. Let's go. The Commanders tied it 7-7. I guess that they took a timeout and they decided to just go for it. Let's see who got the touchdown there. Yeah, we're keeping our eyes on that one because that's if the Eagles win and if Dallas does lose, then the Eagles get the NFC East and they are the winners of that division. So let's see who got the touchdown. It was Sam Howell who passed it and found Brian Robinson Jr. for the touchdown. How about that? Cool. Very nice. Cool stuff. Now Dallas has the football. All right. Hurts going from left to right now. Or from right to left, I should say. Nope, it is left to right. All right. They line up. He'll get the snap, and he throws it away over towards the near sideline. So nobody was home. He had to just throw it out as Simons was able to just provide a lot of pressure and able to almost break through. So that was the smart play. But this is the time where you would probably think about running the football unless, maybe they're not running the ball as much because of the field conditions. But I don't know. I don't want to put words into anybody's mouth. It's just something to maybe think about. Hurts again gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it all the way towards the 30, and it's incomplete. Oh, boy. I believe that was a Dory Jackson that was staying on Quez Watkins, and Jackson was able to win that battle as it was just out of reach. It's only because it's cost effective. So it's 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 14:51 to go in the second quarter. So we're 9 seconds underway. Again, the Eagles are 11-5. And at this point, I mean, you could really care less about the fumble and just care more about A.J. Brown's health. All right, big third down here. 1 second left on the play clock, and a flag is issued because they were not able to get the snap off in time, so that's going to be another 5-yard setback for the Birds, and should be now 3rd and 15 at the Philadelphia 36. And that's what they're going to rule. False start, it's on Dallas Goedert. Guess he jumped a little bit too soon. Tyrod Taylor is throwing, and we don't know yet about the health of Tommy DeVito, but Tyrod Taylor is throwing over on the sideline, so that is a very good sign. 3rd and 15, 13 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles at their own 36-yard line. Gainwell towards the left side of Jalen Hurts as they go from right to left. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by Watkins just shy of the first down marker, right at about the 48. So a 12-yard gain for the Eagles. McLeod able to just rush Watkins out of bounds, and it's going to be a 4th and 3 here at the Philadelphia 48-yard line. Interested to see if the Eagles decide to go for it, and they probably should, as the offense will stay out there, and the Giants' defense, of course, staying out there too. 15 seconds left on the play clock. They actually gave them another yard, so it's just a 4th and 2, not a 4th and 3. They don't go with the brotherly shove here. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Zacchaeus in motion. Hurts will get the snap. He's at the 40. He's looking. He fires it, and it's short. I believe it was tipped by the Giants, and the Giants are going to take over on downs. The play was supposed to go to Dallas Goedert. That's where the throw was supposed to go, and that, I don't think, was a really good play call whatsoever by Brian Johnson. Ojulari was able to come on in, and I couldn't tell who blocked that, but the throw was blocked by the Giants, and that's why Hurts' throw was a little bit short. It was tipped. So the Giants will take over at the Philadelphia 48, and they're in very good field position. I mean, at that point, like, wouldn't you just think about running at the ball? That's just... I'm just scratching my head after that one, because Goedert was supposed to be the intended receiver, of course. It was supposed to go to Goedert, who was running over towards the far sideline, and I just don't think that was the best play call that they could have made. I think that they should have just ran the ball there. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. How many people do we have on here? Did somebody give me a head count of how many people we have on here? I don't have the count up. All right, we got 31 people. Cool. 31 people that are tuning in. And now Jalen Hurts is headed to the medical tent. Oh, boy. To have his hand attended to. He had a finger that might have popped, according to Mike Garafolo. I mean, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Hurts' hand got tangled with the rushers on that replay. Yep. It's the other thing, too. But still, it wasn't the best play call. Why would you throw... It's just a 4th and 2. Hurts is now in the medical tent. John Clark just tweeted that out. Great. Man, everybody's getting hurt. So Marcus Mariota might have to come in. Wow. What are your guys' thoughts about this, man? I mean, I don't see a whole lot of action here in the chat. What the heck are your thoughts about this? I'm happy we're staying on this, but, like, man, oh, man. All right, Tyrod Taylor back out there for the Giants offense as they go from right to left. Saquon Barkley towards his right. Taylor gets the snap. He backs up over towards the 45, and a little lob pass to Saquon Barkley. He'll take it all the way to the 15. He escapes one tackle, and he'll just run out of bounds towards the near sideline. And the Eagles are able to just run him out. So yeah, Hurts's finger. They just said that it popped, and oh boy, it looked like it was his pointer finger on his throwing hand, and he was running back over towards the sideline. Didn't see any sort of bleeding, but oh man, he can't hold it up straight. All right, oh Dak just threw a pick. All right, another handoff to Saquon Barkley, who will take it inside the 40, just at the 39. Good tackle there by the Birds again on their defense. So at least the defensive line has been doing somewhat of a decent job. But it's 3rd and 1, and they got to make sure that they hold them here on 3rd down. Really got to make sure that you just provide a lot of pressure and not have Saquon run through the teeth of that defense. They got to really try to stop him. 3rd and 1, 10 seconds left on the play clock. They decide to go with the brotherly shove up the middle, and they get about 2 yards. It's good enough for a 1st down, and they move the pylon forward as they'll move the chains. Oh, boy. Coaching stinks. Now they can blame injuries instead of Sirianni. They can blame field conditions now. Dak just got picked. Wow. And now the Washington has the football. 1st and 10, again, another run up the middle by Barkley, and he gets about 7 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 3 at least. Let's see this. Where is it? There it is. Yep, it'll be 2nd and 4. They're just going to say it was 6. So Milton Williams and Nick Morrow there to make the tackle. 12-13 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Again, the Eagles trail 3-0 to the 5-11 New York Giants out in East Rutherford. Taylor gets the snap. He looks and he throws it up the middle. It's caught by Wan'Dale Robinson at the Philadelphia 27. Immediately taken down by Morrow, and that'll move the chains again. Hurts is back out there on the Eagles sideline, and he's just warming up throwing the football, so that is a good sign. Hopefully he can still be accurate because that injury did not look good. Looked like he twisted that finger and got rattled up. Barkley in the backfield, and Taylor under center. Taylor fumbles the football, and immediately getting on top of it is Barkley. It is a loss of about 6 yards. And that's going to move them back. It'll be a 3rd and long. It is recovered by Barkley at the Philadelphia 32, so it'll just be 2nd and 15. The snap was bobbled by Tyrod Taylor, and, well, Barkley did a good job of just getting on top of it as quickly as possible and just sacrificing his body. 11 minutes to go in this 2nd quarter. Eagles have gone blank so far. Taylor gets it, throws it, and it's caught again by, this time, it is Darren Waller, the tight end for the Giants, and he just gets about 4 yards. Zach Cunningham and James Bradbury do take him down as soon as he caught it at the Philadelphia 28, just up the middle. So it should be 3rd and 11, and the ball spotted at the 28-yard line. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. Taylor again gets it. He's backing up. He's looking. He fires. It's caught right at the 2. It's caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They'll take it out of bounds towards the near sideline. What a throw by Tyrod Taylor for 26 yards. And the ball is spotted at the Philadelphia 2. It'll be 1st and goal. A perfect throw right into the breadbasket as he was backing up. And Taylor just threw an immediate dot. And Taylor made a pretty good catch. It was a very deep play action throw. And it's 1st and goal. And now the Eagles goal line defense has to get a stop. 4 rushes, 4 passes for 46 yards on this drive for 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Here's the handoff to Barkley. Barkley takes it over towards the left side, then he's into the end zone for a touchdown. It's 9-0 New York. Saquon Barkley as the fireworks go off on this rainy day out in East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. Taylor was able to just hand it off to him. Barkley was actually going from right to left towards the TV side, and he just took it right into the end zone. Hassan Reddick was not there in time to make the tackle of the quarterback. That's the 5th rushing touchdown this season by Saquon. extra point coming. Ball spotted, and Crosby's extra point is good. And it's 10-zip out in North Jersey with 9:38 remaining in this first half. Can the Eagles come up with some sort of a response? That's the question. Wow. Boy, oh boy. No way the Commies win. I think the text on your screen is wrong. Wouldn't the Eagles win the East? If the Eagles win and Dallas loses the... Oh, boy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. Oh, boy. I meant to say the Eagles. Yep, you're right. Thanks. Thanks for checking that. Our text got, like... I don't understand. So sometimes this program does tick me off sometimes because it messes up things that I say. But whatever. We fixed it, and the problem is done. Fire Nick now, says Mike Green. Unacceptable. Oh, boy. But see, Nick is just a face, my guy. Nick is just a face. It goes deeper than that. It goes way deeper than that. Commanders have the football. It's at the Dallas 16. Official proofreader. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We do have some of our music, but again, the Eagles have not scored a touchdown. So, I mean, we can't play it just yet. Come on, man. I want us to play some of our celebratory music like we did for the Phillies. If you just subscribed to my channel, comment who you are down below. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. And we cover Eagles football, Sixers basketball, and Phillies baseball on here. We do play-by-play for all three of those teams, and we do some Flyers watch parties as well. We need one more subscriber to get to 1,615 subs. That would be really cool. I would love us to get to 1,620. So tell your friends about this channel. If you guys know people that don't have cable or, you know, like want to be able to listen to an alternative route of broadcasting, if you will, this is like the perfect thing. So it doesn't get any better than this on YouTube. We are, you know, we try to keep it professional, but we also love to get you guys involved in the conversation. And we use this channel as reps, but it doesn't get any better than this on YouTube. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. I haven't really found a lot of play-by-play announcers on here that do it like we do. All right, here we go. Kickoff underway. Crosby will kick it off from right to left. And it's high. It's deep. It goes towards the back of the end zone. And the Eagles will set things up at their own 25. So touchback is called. And Hurts is back out there. Washington hit with a pair of false starts to make a 3rd and 1, a 3rd and 11, says Bleeding Green Nation for the Eagles. That's one of their Twitter pages. Here we go. 1st and 10, 9:38 left to go in the second quarter. The Giants have the lead 10-0. In case you are tuning in, the Eagles' offense is out there as they're at the 25. Hurts will hand it off to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell takes it all the way to the 27, and he gets stuffed at about the 28-yard line. They'll actually give him maybe one more yard. Xavier McKinney and Isaiah Simmons were there to tackle him right in the interior of that defensive line. So it'll be 2nd and 6 at the Philadelphia 29-yard line. Where is... There it is. 14 seconds left on the play clock. About the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won 9-0 today in Carolina. The Packers are up 7-3 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He backs up. He fires it, and it's incomplete towards the near sideline. He had to back up all the way towards the 40. And he backed up about 11 yards or so, and it's now 3rd and 6. Again, at this point, you know, you don't think about running the football again. It's just lots of questions about that. The air game's not working, and the field conditions aren't the best, so, and Hurts' thumb is hurting, so, you know, why not try to alleviate some pressure and just Have Kenneth Gainwell get it. Here we go. All right. So they set up in the pistol. It looks like 3rd and 6. Hurts gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He goes down right at the 15, and he's sacked for a loss of 14. Dane Belton able to tackle him right at the knees and provide that big sack, and it's 4th and 20. That's a big sack there. And the Eagles offense, again, goes very quiet. Just wrapped him up right on the right knee and just took him right down as he celebrates. And Belton able to just do a good job at providing the defensive pressure. 4th and 20, man out there to punt the football for the Eagles. The punt is high, it is deep, and it is punted all the way towards the 30. It's caught by Olszewski. He'll take it all the way towards the 40, to the 45, and he runs out of bounds towards the near sideline, just at the 45-yard line. So that is a 15-yard return for the Giants, and Tyrod Taylor will set things up with his offense when we return with 8:01 to go in the second quarter. Running from the shotgun every time doesn't work. Well, they really haven't been running the football. They just have not been running the. Let's see. All right, so far 8 rushing attempts for this team, and they've been able to get 60 yards. They had a very big one to Kenneth Gainwell for 32, but just not a whole lot of action with the running game. It feels like it's quiet. So that drive resulted in negative 10 yards on 3 plays in the matter of just 97 seconds. And yes, like some of it does have to go back to the Giants' defense, but again, the Eagles are just outplaying themselves. There's no other way to explain it. No other way to explain it. See if we have any updates on AJ. Jack Fritz just tweeted out something that was really kind of funny. Taylor Heineke's dealing with an ankle sprain, according to Ian Rappaport. Oh, boy. Hi, Katie. Unfortunately, the offensive scheme is fatally flawed. Inept. Inept is a very great word to describe this offense, Edward. That is a very good word to describe this Eagles offense. It is. It's sad. It's very sad. Cowboys are now losing 10-7, and the Eagles are losing 10-0 to the Giants. Again, that Dallas game doesn't matter unless the Eagles win. Has anyone here ever seen a poorly coached team? This team is, I'll tell you what, this team is not playing up to standards, Larry. Are we now going to say that Jalen isn't good, says Mike Green? I can't go that far, man. Like, this is all, a lot of it's on the offensive coordinator, my guy. It's not just about the execution. I mean, yes, Jalen hasn't been the best this season, but he hasn't been put in the good positions either. We were talking about how great Shane Steichen was last year and how great the offense flowed. So I can't just put it all on one person. It's a team problem. Taylor back out there, and he gets the snap. He throws up the middle for about 8 yards. Braden Mann got lipped up on the punt by Brown, and he got tangled up there. And man, that was a tough hit that he had to deal with. Didn't see it at first. 2nd and 2, Taylor will hand it off this time to Barkley. Barkley does run up the middle and edge his way to sneak through for a first down as he dives and lunges forward. And he runs up for 3 yards. Ojomo able to tackle him at the 44. So the Commanders were able to take the lead on a 36-yard field goal attempt. And they're up 10-7. This is the same offense as last year, says Mike Green, except no Shane Steichen, my guy. Barkley in the backfield. Taylor hands it off to him and immediately is taken down just before the line of scrimmage by Tupelotu. So he's able to make the tackle, and they just lose a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd and 11, just on the Philadelphia 45. And again, good defensive pressure that time by Tupelotu. Guy who hasn't really had his name called a lot this season, but it's just good to see him making some good tackles. Taylor again gets the snap. Nobody on him. He throws it, and it is caught right at the 27-yard line. A little lob pass, if you will, to Darren Waller for 23 yards. Bradbury was on him, but he got beaten on that play again. And that's just another play that you look at James Bradbury and you just scratch your head because he just lost his man at the very last second. So Waller able to make the catch, and that's going to move the change. The ball spotted at the Philadelphia 22 after that 23-yard pass by Taylor. Empty backfield this time. 3 receivers towards the right, 2 to the left, and a tight end to the left as well. Taylor gets the snap, throws it at the 20. It's caught, and taking it all the way to the 10, to the 3, to the 2 is Wan'Dale Robinson as he's marked out of bounds over towards the far sideline. And another 1st and goal coming up for the Giants offense. Boy, oh boy, nobody was on Tyrod Taylor. Wan'Dale Robinson was able to sneak by Bradbury, who was supposed to make the tackle that time. That was actually Zach Cunningham who was supposed to make the tackle. But Cunningham could not tackle Wan'Dale Robinson, and he got about 15 more yards after the run. Taylor, this time with a little flip over towards Saquon Barkley, and Barkley's into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day, and it's now 16-0 New York. A little shovel pass over towards the right side. Barkley caught it and just took it immediately into the end zone, and this is getting ugly for the Eagles. 6 plays, 55 yards in the matter of 2 minutes and 53 seconds, and the defense could not hold them. Defense could not get a stop there. Extra point coming for Crosby. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's right down the pipe. 5:08 left in the 2nd quarter. And the Eagles have to really get moving on offense now. They have a 17-point deficit as they trail 17-zip to the 5-11 New York Giants. Wow. Maybe I didn't have to download that music today. But how would I know? Wow. Jenny, what's going on, Jenny? I'm sorry. I know, Jenny. I know. This is really getting ugly. No updates on A.J. Brown just yet. This is just absolutely awful. Lots of quiet fans, lots of quiet Eagles fans over at MetLife, the people that did travel all the way to go see the birds, and lots of quiet fans on here too. Here's the kickoff by Crosby. It's kicked all the way towards the 5, caught by Boston Scott, and Scott is going to take it to the 20, to the 25, and he gets over towards the 27-yard line. It was a 21-yard return by Boston Scott. The funny part about Boston Scott is before the last game, he actually recorded a touchdown for the Eagles in, I believe, 6 straight games against the Giants. He had a big streak. Zach Berman reposted something that was posted on Twitter. And Merrill said, "Can you believe this?" And Mike Quick just said, "I can." I can believe this. Only 3 QB sacks combined between both these teams. Hurts gets the snap and he'll hand it off to his running back, Rashad Penny, who runs up the middle, and he'll take it to the 30. So Rashad Penny able to just get about 2 yards. They'll actually mark him down at the Philadelphia 29. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get the tackle there and just take down Rashad Penny. You know, it's funny because the Giants, you know, we talk about their 5-11 record. They haven't been playing well, especially over their last 6 games. They've really been struggling. And they have a lot of problems at the QB position and so many other positions as well. Here's Jalen Hurts as he gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and Okirky is able to take him down as he backed up about 12 yards. Okirky there to make the sack. And the ball spotted at the Philadelphia 17, and it's now 3rd and 20, and this is just absolutely pitiful. Hurts decided to run as he was getting pressure on him, and he probably should have just thrown the football away, but he took too much time as Penny was not able to keep Okirky out in front of him, and he couldn't get the block. And Okirky has the spoon-feeding celebration as he celebrates. It's now 3rd and 20 now. Hurts in the gun. Big play here. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He has all the time in the world to throw now, and he'll find number 80, and taking it all the way to the 25 is Julio Jones, and he'll just get 8 yards there. It's another 3 and out for this Eagles offense. They go blank once again, and now special teams coming back out as Jalen Hurts scratching his head, and he'll go back towards the sidelines. Lawrence did a good job of providing pressure at the very last second on Jalen Hurts. That's Dexter Lawrence the second, the nose tackle. Under pressure today, Jalen, well, as of this season, they said that he had 17. I missed that graphic. I thought it was going to stay there. All right, Olszewski is going to catch the punt over at the 24-yard line, and he'll just take it to the 26, maybe to the 27. So he just gets 3 yards on that return to the Giants' 27-yard line. Good play on special teams by Cal Caserta and Van Sumeren. And the Eagles defense going back out there, and the Giants offense will too. Eagles are going down in flames, says Gordon Taylor. Also alert us if Hurts is under center for even one play, says Larry. Again, that's not on Hurts. That's on the play calling, man. This is nuts. Clearly the offense is not working out. Clearly. I mean, it's night and day that, yeah, you're right. Dallas just scored a touchdown. They have the football. It's 14-10. Can't even focus on that game because the Eagles aren't even winning. But they haven't even scored. It's not even that they're not winning. They just haven't scored. 30 plays for the Giants. They got 199 yards. They've only had the football for about 4 more minutes compared to the Birds. 2:55 left in this second quarter. Here's Taylor in the gun, gets the snap, throws it, caught by Robinson, and he gets taken down at the knees by Reed Blankenship just on the 30. So Wan'Dale Robinson able to get 3 yards. Today, Rondale himself has had 5 receptions for 85 yards. He had a 33-yard long reception, and that was his longest of the day. 2nd and 7 again, another play, and that's a handoff to Barkley. Barkley is able to fight up the middle, but just knife his way just a little short of first down marker. It was actually Gray that was able to run up the middle, so that's Eric Gray, who's number 20. 3rd and 2, 2:08 left, 23 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if they run one more play before the 2-minute warning. I don't think that they will, and they won't. So that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Eagles down 17-0. It is a 3rd and 2, and the Eagles have got to get a stop here. The main problem is that they have not done a good job today on 3rd down when it comes to their defense. We've seen Tyrod Taylor making some really good throws and some deep passes, and they just, I mean, if this front 7 is not doing their job, it's just going to be so tough for the secondary to stop, some of these guys. To the person who just subscribed to the channel, please thank you and welcome to the play-by-play, JJ. Yes, sir. Let's see. Yes, it's a high school scheme. Why are the starters even in? What a joke. Giants equal no quarterback, no wide receivers, no problem versus this defense. It's just, at this point, like, the defense is not even really on my mind. It's just the offense. I mean, the offense has gone inert, literally. Sorry, inept. I don't know why I said inert. They've gone inept. And if your offense is not scoring, well, guess what? Your defense is going to have to be out there more. Lots of 3-and-outs. Are you kidding me? Puts more pressure on the defense. I'm not saying that the defense is doing the best job out there, because no, they're not. But you're not holding on to the football for long, and you're not putting up long drives. So you put more pressure on the defense that way. Inert 2. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But that's just how it is, man. Oh, man. What are your thoughts? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Any news on AJ Brown? I can almost. This is from Charlie O'Connor. I like Charlie O'Connor. He just tweeted out, quote, "I can almost accept the offense struggling. Devontae's out. They watched their roster or their other great wide receiver go down with a potentially serious knee injury. The QB got banged up. Not great, but I get it. But the defense getting gassed by the Giants, that's embarrassing," he says. Bottom line, they're not playing well. All right, 3rd and 2. Here we go. 2-minute warning is done. Taylor gets the snap. He's looking deep. He throws it. It's caught by Saquon Barkley. Barkley takes it all the way to the 20, to the 15, to the 18, and he goes out of bounds over at the 19-yard line. Again, Tyrod Taylor able to convert on 3rd down. That was a 46-yard pass. Reed Blankenship able to just run Barkley out of bounds. But again, just another play where the Eagles defense does not step up and do their job. Nobody was on Saquon, and now they're in the red zone. Here's Taylor as he'll keep it. And he decides to throw it to Barkley again, and Barkley's into the end zone. Or Darius Slayton, that is into the end zone for another Giants touchdown. Oh, my gosh. He was just in the slot and just was able to make the catch. And I thought Taylor was going to scramble up the middle. But nope. He just decided and improvised at the very last second that he's just going to throw it to Darius Slayton. And Slayton made the catch right at the 15 and just took it all the way into the end zone towards the near side. Blankenship pushed him, but nothing they could do. It's now 24-0. 24-0. 3rd straight game with a receiving touchdown. That's the 4th this season for him. Extra point coming. It's up, and it's good. Oh, it's good. 24-0, and this is just absolutely a bloodbath right now. This is a murder that we're witnessing on this field. 21 points allowed in the 2nd quarter by the Eagles defense. And the offense not doing their part either. It's the coaching, not the injuries. Offensive scheme is pathetic. Yep. I'm 1,000% with you. 1,000%. The Giants have averaged 15 points on the offensive side this season and have gotten 272 yards per game. They have 272 yards today and have already put up 24 points. And we're not even through the first half. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. 1:47 to go in the 2nd quarter. Here's Crosby going out there to kick things off. And the kick is high. It is deep. And it goes towards the back of the end zone. It is caught, but a fair catch is made by Boston Scott. And the Eagles will have one more chance to try to at least get on the board before the end of the first half. RB says, shout out to Philly Take with RB. The Eagles are now trailing the Giants 24-0. Glad the team had a nice bonding experience at the escape room, though. Time to make some calls. All right. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 3 receivers towards the left and 1 to the right, as well as Dallas Goedert, too. Hurts gets it, and he throws it. It is dropped right inside the 34. And then the pass is incomplete. Julio Jones just dropped that catch. Flott was on him, but he was just behind him, and Julio Jones just dropped it. It literally landed into his hands, and he just couldn't make the catch. First 5 possessions for the Birds. They get 13 yards on 5 plays on their own 17. Then they get 57 yards on 7 plays. And then the fumble occurred. And they've just been resulting in a lot of 3-and-outs. It's 2nd and 10, 1:42 left to go in the second quarter. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap again. He's looking. He's thinking about running it, and he will. To the 20, to the 15, then he goes out of bounds towards the far sideline, and it'll be 3rd and 5 with the clock stopping at 1:34. Kick is high and deep. It's gone, says Larry. That was funny. They're going to say it's now a 3rd and 8, so he just got about 2 yards. Thought maybe he got 5, but it's 3rd and 8. And here we go. 3 receivers towards the left, 2 to the right. Gainwell next to Hurts over towards his right side. Hurts does get the snap. He's looking deep. He fires it, and it's picked off. It's picked off and caught by number 26. And able to make that catch. Just a really good catch out in the secondary is McKinney, Xavier McKinney. Now, the question is, because it was over towards the far sideline, did McKinney keep both feet in bounds? He got it. He got it. He got it. Julio Jones was double covered. He got it. A little bit of some toe drag swag, and Jalen Hurts got picked off. He got picked off. And McKinney kept both feet in bounds. The play is under review. It is under review with 1:28 left in the second quarter. Let's see. The left foot was in, or the right foot was in, and so was the left. Yep. McLeod and McKinney were totally covering Julio Jones. And that's just a play call that you can't execute that. I believe both feet were in. He had full possession of the ball as soon as he caught it with that right foot in. And then the left foot dragged just out. But it's about the right foot to see if he was marked out of bounds, if it caught the chalk. He could have possibly slightly had his big toe on the white line, but that would be very, very close. So the call on the field is an incomplete pass. They say it's incomplete. I did not know that, but it was definitely caught by McKinney, and they're still reviewing this play. Oh, boy. Told you Jalen is not that good, period. You just don't like Jalen. You just don't like him. He had a pretty good season last year, my guy. He's just not had a good season this year, but again, it's not all his fault. Some of these play calls, if you're like watching it, like why would you make some of these play calls, man? JJ, that's not play calling there. It's him throwing into double coverage. He's done this all year. That is play calling, though, my guy. That is play calling. Why would you throw it into double coverage that time? All right, so the play is under review, and it is overturned. So it'll be Giants football, and they'll take over at the Giants' 36-yard line. It was reversed. Hurts got picked off. McKinney made the catch. And he just got his left foot, or his right foot was in there as soon as he caught it. And his left foot easily landed on the green turf. So the Giants take over, and they can easily score again. Easily score again. So they take over at their 36-yard line. In motion is Slayton. Taylor gets the snap. He's at the 30. A little lob pass over towards the 35. It was a soft little pass. It was supposed to go to Hodgins, I believe, Isaiah Hodgins, and it's incomplete. It is incomplete. How many people do we have on here now? Everybody's silent, except for Mike and Larry. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Again, the Eagles clinched the NFC East with a win and a Dallas loss. And, well, so far, they've gone inept. Taylor will get the snap again. He throws it over towards the right side. Darius Slayton does make the catch, but it's for no gain, and he runs out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd and 10. It's not even just about getting the 3 and out here. It's just about getting momentum on the offensive side. They just have not had momentum go their way. Hurts today, 7 for 16 in the passing game with just 55 yards. His rating today is 26.8. Tyrod Taylor's rating is 134.4. Taylor, again, is looking deep as he fires it towards Slayton, and it goes out of bounds. Slayton not able to make the catch, but it is a 3 and out, and the Eagles will get the football back. Both teams still have 3 timeouts remaining. 1:12 left on the game clock. And the Eagles will get the football back. What is going on here? What happened to this team, somebody said. So that was Hurts' 15th interception that he's thrown this season. Crazy. 3 seconds left on the game clock, or on the play clock, as the punt is high, and it is caught at the 20, and the fair catch is made. The fair catch is made by Britton Covey. So that's where they'll set things up at their own 20-yard line. I'm going to take a very quick step off. So that's good? I'm not saying that that's good. I'm not saying that that's good at all, my guy. I'm not saying that that's good. So Marcus Mariota is now out there for Jalen Hurts. 65 seconds remaining in this first half. I'm not saying that that's good at all. Just saying that not all of it is his fault. He hasn't been great. 65 seconds left in the second quarter. Mariota gets the snap. He throws it, and it is picked off by the Giants. And they go into the end zone, and that is a pick six. A pick six. Let's see. Let's see again. So the play was supposed to go to Julio Jones, and it was just picked off by number 23. It was intercepted by McKinney. They won't count the touchdown. They're going to say that they're going to take it all the way to the Philadelphia 12. 30 takeaways since week 5. Crazy. All right, here we go. As the Giants will have Tyrod Taylor get the snap. He's looking, he fires it, it's deflected, and Reed Blankenship picks him off. That's crazy. Back-to-back turnovers. It was supposed to go to Slayton, and James Bradbury actually deflected it, and Reed Blankenship caught it. So the Eagles take over, and that's a touchback. Crazy. 55 seconds left in the first half. So Reed Blankenship gets the pick. Sterling Shepard was the intended receiver. Sometimes it's just so hard to tell with these things. So Shepard could not make the catch. And Mariota's still out there for the Eagles offense. He'll actually go back out there, but he's still out. And Jalen Hurts not back in just yet. They'll hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell just loses about 4 yards, and he's tackled 4 yards shy of the line of scrimmage. And it will be 2nd and 14. 40 seconds left in this second quarter. And at this point, you might as well just take a knee. Might as well just take a knee. It's 2nd and 12. They only said it was a loss of 2. 25 seconds left in this first half. 10 seconds left on the play clock. They're still going to run another play here. 5 seconds left. I know that they're down by 24, but you're literally at the 15. Here's Mariota who will get the snap. Pressure's coming. He escapes, and he'll take it just all the way to the 18-yard line with 5 seconds left on the game clock, and it's now going to be third down. So he loses about 2 yards, or he doesn't actually lose anything. They say you got it back at the line of scrimmage. Regroup at the halfway point. My gosh. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 with 5 seconds to go. The Eagles will be receiving the football to start off the second half. 5 seconds left on the play clock and 5 on the game clock too. Mariota is going to hand it off this time to Gainwell. Gainwell is just going to take it all the way to the 30, and that's going to do it. So at that point, they decide to run the football, which makes no sense whatsoever. And they go into halftime. They're down by 24. Jalen Hurts rushing back into the locker room with his little coat on. And the Giants have a 24-0 advantage against the Eagles. Oh, boy. Crazy. If you guys expect me to be yelling and screaming, it's not what I do when I'm doing my play-by-play. I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't do that. That's what the pods are for. But why on earth do you run on the last play? I mean, I'd rather take the knee. Oh, boy. What do you guys have to say? I mean, is there even anything to say right now? What is there to say? Oh, John Sadak reached back out to me. Cool. John Sadak's a Rowan alum, all right, who is the play-by-play announcer for the Cincinnati Reds. I reached out to him, and he reached back out to me. Cool. I get to see what his message is later. This is a nightmare. Who gets fired after they lose the first round? I don't know, man. That's a very good question. Thoughts about that? Anybody want to jump in? Anybody want to jump in? I mean, all right. You want me to yell and scream? Yeah, I can do that, but that's not really gonna help the situation at all. It's frustrating. This team has not played well since they lost to the Niners. It is as clear as day. They've had a very weird season. They started off 10-1. Okay, you can look at some of the wins as if that they were lucky, that they had some luck to their advantage. You can look at it that way. I don't always tend to look at it that way, but there is a clear problem with this team. There clearly is. There clearly are a lot of major problems that this team has to fix, and now's not the time to address what's going to happen in the offseason because they, whether you like it or not, they're in the playoffs. Whether you like it or not, they're in the playoffs. So, somebody just said, fire Nick after this game. At this point, you can't fire Nick Sirianni. I'm sorry. You're going into the playoffs. Can you tell me a team that literally fired a head coach the week they were going into the playoffs? Can we fire Laurie? I don't know. Don't get your hopes up. They're not firing Sirianni till after next year. And it's not even just Sirianni, man. Like, Sirianni is just a facade. He's just a face. It goes even deeper than just Nick Sirianni. He's not at the helm of the ship. There's more people involved. Do you guys remember? Okay, here's a great analogy here. Do you guys remember when the Phillies were absolutely terrible under the, oh my gosh, who was their GM? I want to say Matt LaFleur. I know it's not Matt LaFleur. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Andy McPhail and oh my gosh, it's going to bug me. Andy McPhail and Matt Klentak. Matt Klentak. It came to me. I beat you all to the punch. But we were we were not happy with Matt Klentak, right? We were not happy with how Matt Klentak was constructing the team, and there were so many problems, and they overpaid a lot of guys and whatever. But it wasn't just that. It went deeper than that. It literally went to the scouting department. It went to so many other levels. They actually, as soon as Dombrowski came, it wasn't just Dave Dombrowski that they had, but they had his guys in charge. And then they hired Preston Mattingly, who's done a really good job in their scouting department, right? Like, these are organizational problems. And then they also had to get a new third and first base coach. They got a new hitting coach as well. And things started to get a lot better for the Phillies. So I'm not just saying that it's just a Sirianni thing. It's so much deeper than that. Some of this does rely on Jalen. Some of this relies on some of the players too. But there's so many more deeper problems that we should be concerned about. And it's not just about the execution. It's about the people that are in charge. They have good talent. Yes, they have good talent. Correct. The talent still isn't executing at the highest level. I mean, yes, at that point in time when Jalen threw that pick, Jalen's better than that. He is better than that. I mean, people can ask me now, is he? But I've seen him throw really good passes, but that was his fault for not being able to convert on that pass to Julio Jones. But still, again, I just question the play calling, because why did you have to go to that play in particular? Why? Why not just do something else? Set up a screen. Be more creative. And they're not going to do motion, because that's just not what Nick Sirianni does, and he's very scared to do that. But no jet sweeps, nothing. Maybe they'll come back in the second half, says Jenny. I like the optimism, man. I do. Because we could definitely use some optimism for sure. It's just tough. It's just absolutely tough. And there's no way of sugarcoating it. If you are curious, the Dallas Cowboys have a 21-10 lead at the half. Play calling is on coaching. Play calling is on the organization. Because at this point, these play calling problems have been going on for so long, and now it's on the organization. We criticized, here's a great analogy, okay? We criticized we criticized Trey for not being able to hit at a high level during the first 3 to 4 months of the season. It went on for a while. Trey was struggling. But then guess what? We started after about 2 months or so. Larry and I had this conversation, and we were talking about, well, now if you're Rob Thompson, you got to slide him down in the lineup because he's a liability offensively. So it's not just Trey. Now it's becoming more of a managing problem. And then if that still would have happened, and Dave Dombrowski didn't address that at the trade deadline, I'm not saying trade Trey, but I'm just saying that if he still continued to struggle during that 7th spot, then you might have to go after somebody else, and that's on the organization, in my opinion, because it gets deeper. The more times these problems keep adding up, it gets deeper and deeper into the organization. Play calling is on the organization. No, it's on the coaching, period. At this point, man, it's been going on for a while. It's not just going on for like 1 week. It's been going on for like 9 weeks. It's been going on for quite some time. And they still haven't addressed it. It's on everybody. They need a fire under them to get started. They do. They definitely need a fire for sure. But what is that fire? I don't even know how A.J. Brown, I don't even know what his status is. All right, let's take a look at some other scores. Let's get our mind off of the Eagles. So, in case you are just tuning in, the Eagles are down 24-0. They're getting shut out at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, in East Rutherford, and they're down 24-0. All right, so let's take a look at some other scores. So, the Seattle Seahawks, they lead at 13-6 in Arizona at halftime. Seahawks have the football. Now it's at halftime. All right, so it's 13-6 Seattle. Green Bay has a 14-6 lead with 8:21 left in the third quarter against the Chicago Bears. The Kansas City Chiefs are up by 4 against the LA Chargers. It's 10-6 out in LA at halftime. The Vegas Raiders, they're winning 17-7 against the Denver Broncos at halftime as well. It's out in Las Vegas. The Rams are down 20-7 to the San Francisco 49ers at the half. And, of course, the Dallas Cowboys are winning 21-10 at the half against the Commanders. Tonight we got Bills and Dolphins, and that's the final game that has yet to start. And that'll be a battle for the AFC East. So that should be a very good matchup, too. The Browns lost today earlier to the Cincinnati Bengals. They lost 31-14. The Vikings, Larry's Vikings, they lost and they are officially out of the playoffs. They lost 30-10 to the Detroit Lions. And the Tennessee Titans hung on and won in potentially Derrick Henry's final game as a Titan, potentially, as they were able to win and beat the Jaguars 28-20. The Jets, they won 17-3 in New England on a very snowy day out at Gillette Stadium. The Saints won 48-17. Man, oh man, what a game that was. They win 48-17 against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Saints would win the division, I believe. I believe they had the division. No, the Bucks also won 9-0. Let's double check that. Let's see. Did the Bucks win the division? The Bucks won. The Bucks won the division. Yes, they did. Hot take. Eagles are the worst team in the NFL right now. Who could they beat? They can't beat anybody. They can't beat anybody, guys. It's hard for me to say that they can even beat anybody. The Steelers, they were able to win 17-10 against the Baltimore Ravens out in Baltimore on Saturday afternoon. And then the Colts, they lost to the Texans 23-10 or to 23-19 last night. I'm getting so tongue-tied today. But that is what it is. So those are all your NFL scores. Again, the Giants are winning 24-0 against the Eagles at the half. Let's take a look at the NBA. The Hawks are in Orlando tonight. That game will be at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Paolo Banchero taking on Trae Young and the Hawks at 6 p.m. The Pelicans are in Sacramento. That game will be at 6 o'clock too. Both teams have 21 wins on the season, so that should be a really good game. Timberwolves and Mavericks, another really good matchup. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Luka Doncic taking on Ant-Man and Anthony Edwards. The Detroit Pistons are in Denver tonight at 8 o'clock. The 3-32 Pistons are taking on the 25-12 Denver Nuggets, the best team out in the Western Conference. And then the other 8 o'clock game will be the Grizzlies in Phoenix. They're taking on the Suns at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And at 8:30, you got Raptors-Warriors, a 2019 finals rematch, if you will. Scotty Barnes and Steph Curry going up against each other. And then at 9:30, it's the Battle of L.A. It'll be Clippers and Lakers. The Lakers are considered to be the home team at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's the final game going on tonight. We do have two final scores. The Trailblazers won 134-127 against the Brooklyn Nets out at the Barclays Center. And the Cleveland Cavaliers won 117-115 against the Spurs. So the second half is just about ready to get started. I did want to say some NHL scores, though, really quickly. So we have 4 games going on in the NHL. 2 of them ended today, ended earlier. The Blackhawks won 4-3 against the Calgary Flames. And the Capitals also won 4-3 against the LA Kings. The Capitals are now 18-13-6, and the Kings are 29-6. 20 wins, 9 losses, and 6 as well. 25-9-4 is the Winnipeg Jets, who take on the Arizona Coyotes at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 8 o'clock, we got the Detroit Red Wings at the Anaheim Ducks. All right, here we go. So second half, about ready to get started right now. The Eagles are getting absolutely mollywopped against the New York Giants. So second half just about ready to get underway. And the Eagles will be receiving the football first. The kick is going from right to left from Mason Crosby. And it is caught and taken all the way to the 15 by Boston Scott, and he gets nudged over at the 21-yard line. So just a 21-yard return, and that's where the Eagles will set up their offense. Who would have thought that a 10-1 would be a wild card team with a 0% chance of beating the Bucs? That's funny. Texans win the South. Yes, they did. They did win the South. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Birds as they're at the 22 3/4 line, just in front of the hash mark. Mariota is out there for the Birds. No Jalen Hurts. They'll throw it to Olamide Zaccheaus on a little screen, and he just gets a first down there. So that was a good play as the Eagles were able to get a little screen, and the catch was made by Zaccheaus, and that's good enough for a first down. For 11 yards, Adoree Jackson able to just chase him out of bounds. Puka Nacua is the new rookie receiving record holder. Oh, that's for Adam Schefter. All right. Here we go again. Shotgun formation. Mariota gets the football. He's looking. He finds Quez Watkins for about 8 yards. And Quez will take it to the 42 in Philadelphia territory. Good play by Adoree Jackson on that tackle. 2nd and 2. Here we go. Mariota on a keeper as he'll run up the middle. And he'll get the first down marker. So he keeps it himself on a little draw. And that's good enough for a first down again. So they're going to move the chains. So the ball's spotted at the Philadelphia 47. So in case you're just tuning in, Jalen Hurts, well, he's 7 for 16 today in the passing game with 55 passing yards. He threw a pick. And Marcus Mariota is out there for the quarterback. I think that they kind of want to rest that thumb, but also this is just a game where I'm sure that Nick Sirianni will be talking a lot about this at the end of the game. The Giants do call a timeout here. They'll take their first timeout with 13:38 left in the third quarter. If the Eagles do happen to come back in this game, I mean, they are down by 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. I mean, they're not technically out of it. It's just, with the way that they're playing, it's just hard to imagine that they can get back into this game. 1st and 10. 13:38 left to go at the Philadelphia 47. 3 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers towards the left and 2 to the right. Mariota gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He escapes. He'll take it all the way to the 50, and he'll take it inside the 40 as he lost the football for a second. And I can't tell which Giants player got on top of it, but Mariota did lose the ball. Bolton had it, but was he ruled down by contact? He was. He was ruled down by contact, and they'll say that it was spotted at the Giants 41. Yep, he was down. He was down. So here we go. 1st and 10 again. Mariota will try to hand it off to Gainwell, and Gainwell just able to nudge his way just for about 3 yards. It was Rashad Penny that ran it up the middle for about 4 yards, and they'll take it to the Giants' 37-yard line. What's going on, Cam? How you doing? Man, it is raining really hard. Absolutely raining hard. What's up, Carrie Ann? All right, here we go. Mariota in the gun again. He'll hand it off, and Rashad Penny lost 2 yards as Isaiah Simmons and Ashawn Robinson, the nose tackle and the left defensive end, able to just stuff him, and they lose 2 yards, the Eagles that is, and it's now 3rd and 8 at the Giants' 39-yard line. And you kind of knew that they were just going to hand it off that time, and that was really just a lack of creativity. 3rd and 8 here. Mariota in the gun again. The Eagles are 1 for 7 today on 3rd down conversions. He'll get the snap. He's looking deep. He fires it. It's tipped, and it's incomplete. It was tipped by two Giants players out in the secondary. Olamide Zaccheaus was the target, and Xavier McKinney did a really good job of just tipping it, and McLeod also on Zaccheaus that time. Good coverage. The throw was also a little short to Zaccheaus. So the Eagles, with a 4th and 8 here, they'll punt the football, and the special teams unit comes. Oh no, they're gonna stick with the offense here, and I can't necessarily blame them because they are at the Giants' 39. Maybe you want to think about a field goal would be, 57 yards? If the ball's spotted at the Giants' 44, that would give them a 62-yard field goal? So the delay of game is called on Marcus Mariota. Gotta watch to see where the ball's spotted. So delay of game is for 5 yards. It was enforced at the Giants' 39-yard line. That'll set them back to the Giants' 44. A field goal could make them down by 21 points, but they decided to punt it. 4th and 13. The punt is high. It's deep, and it's punted to the 5 and saved by Eli Ricks as he deflected it, and it's going to be spotted at the 2. How about that? Spotted at the 3, they'll say. And that's where the Giants will set things up. I'm a little confused on that. What's wrong is that they have the worst coaching in the league. Urban Myers could win with this team. Josh McDaniels could win with this team, he says. Not enjoying this game so far, but enjoying how you were announcing. Thanks, Ginny. I appreciate that. We're struggling, but, we're trying our best. We definitely are. Lack of creativity, I blame the scouting staff. I think Nick has lost the team. I think that everybody's lost on this team. Larry says they're out of it. Oh, boy. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you know when I upload. Matt Patricia is going to have to rely on his defense. And a 97-yard drive coming, says Larry. Bro, if Patricia's defense gives up 97 yards, then that's just sickening. It is, man. Oh, boy. If that defense gives up 97, that would be wild. Oh, boy. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. All right, so Hurts, Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and Dallas Goedert are sitting out of the second half, and A.J. Brown is now downgraded to out. Why not go for it on 4th and 8 from the 39? It says Zach Berman. What else do you say? And if you were going to punt it on 4th, why the shot play on 3rd down? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I guess in these field conditions, you probably don't want to kick the field goal either, because if it's 39, please correct me if I'm wrong. That would have been a 57-yarder, right? That would have been a 57-yard field goal. Maybe that's what they were thinking. Correct? All right, so the Giants will be at their own 3-yard line. They're 5-11, and while they're playing more like an 11-5 team, that's the record that the Eagles have. All right, here we go. We have a run up the middle that's taken all the way to the Giants' 8-yard line by Saquon Barkley, as Shaq Leonard is the one that tackles him, but he was just running into a brick wall, but he was able to just push it forward for about 5 yards. They could do it in one play if they really try, says Larry. Oh, they could get 97 yards in one play. They could. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. Taylor in the gun, gets the snap. He scrambles. He'll take it all the way to the 10. and he just gets past the first down marker as he scrambles all the way to the Giants' 12. He had to zigzag his way through as he ran towards the left side and got past 3 Eagles defenders. And it looked like, just from the eyes, that the Eagles just could not get a tackle there from one of their defensive ends. That's Nicholas Morrow, one of their linebackers. 3rd and 1, so they marked him just a little bit short. They have a handoff to Saquon Barkley, as Barkley is able to back his way up the middle. He backpedaled and was able to get a first down marker. He was running forward, and then he had to backpedal about maybe 2 steps or so, and that'll move the chains. Ball spotted at the Giants' 15. Eagles defense has not been able to get a stop. 13 rushes for Barkley and 37 rushing yards. But he also has really been hurting the Eagles in the receiving game. He has overall 88 total yards. Here we go. Tyrod Taylor gets the snap. It's a keeper, and he's just going to run over towards the far sideline, and he slides down at the Giants' 23-yard marker. It'll be 2nd and 2, as he provided a good slide there. The Eagles were able to cover the receivers, but again, the name of the game is you got to remember to cover the QB too. And Tyrod Taylor has wheels. He can fly. So nobody was able to just stay on him, and he was able to just get about 8 yards from there. Motion over towards the near side. There we go. Taylor gets the snap. He hands it off to Barkley, and Barkley goes down right at the 20. So just a loss of 1. Morrow there to just eat him up as he just tackled him right on the shoulders. The Cowboys just got another touchdown, and they lead it now 28-10. Oh, boy. 3rd and 3 now, 8:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, Taylor gets the snap. He backs up. He fires up the middle. It's caught at the 27. And Slayton's still on his feet. He'll take it to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and he's marked out of bounds right at the Giants' 39. They're going to say that his left foot was just out at the 39-yard line. I thought maybe his foot still stayed in. But Darius Slayton able to just stiff-arm his way past Nicholas Morrow. It was a short pass, and then he was just able to fly over towards that near side, and the Eagles just could not tackle him. They could not make the tackle there. It's unfortunate because now the defense, you can start to put blame on them too, for sure. Barkley gets the handoff. He gets past the line of scrimmage over towards the near side, and they'll just get maybe a couple of yards. It's a 3-yard gain, as McCollum and Smith were there to just tackle him. And it's now 2nd and 7. Who else is still here? We do have a flag. They were panning over to the ref. Justin Pugh is getting checked out over on the Giants bench. The guy who's 6'5", he's 33 years old, from Syracuse. William McKay's still here. Taylor again in the gun, and he'll get the snap. He runs over towards the left side. He fires it. It's caught by Sterling Shepard. Do they get the first down? There's a flag. I think he would have gotten the first down, but the flag is probably going to be on the offense, and it will be. It's offensive holding called on Glowinski. So that's a 10-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 17, and they'll move it back to the Giants' 22. Or at the Giants' 32. 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. It's been a very, very quiet game for the Birds. And that's how we have to set the tempo, because they've given us nothing. Taylor backs up at the 20 as he gets the snap. We have a flag thrown in the backfield as the throw is incomplete, and that's going to go against the Eagles. That is certainly going to go against the Eagles. Tyrod Taylor is down. He's in a lot of pain. And there was a lot of pressure there from the Eagles' defensive front. And that's not a good penalty. That was on, they're going to say it's on, who's that, Smith? Regardless, that's a tough penalty for the Eagles. The penalty's declined. What are they going to call roughing the passer? We have a timeout taken at the 6:48 mark in the third quarter. So they can't even show me what that was. Oh, boy. Taylor's pass was incomplete. Taylor was injured during the play. The penalty was on Pert. It was offensive holding. That's what they called, and the penalty was declined. But I couldn't tell who was out there trying to make the tackle. We have 11 people on here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. Much time is left? 7:39 in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 3 at the Washington 35 in the Dallas game. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. I need to take a break. See you guys really soon. Don't go anywhere. All right, 3rd and 17 now. 6:48 left to go. 3 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 17, and here we go. The snap is made, and the throw is made all the way to Slayton. We'll just take it all the way to the 40. So Taylor got injured on the play. Tommy DeVito back out there and was able to just make the pass. And Tyrod Taylor seems to be okay. He is getting loosened up again. It'll be 4th and 8, though, this time. 6:18 left in the third quarter. We're getting some more of some nasal congestion. That's not good. 4th and 8. The punt is made, and it'll be caught right at the 15, as the punt was good by Jamie Gillian. And of course, making the fair catch is Britton Covey. Again, the Eagles offense going back out there. Marcus Mariota will try to operate for the Birds and hopefully try to still get them on the board. DeVito in at quarterback. Yep, I think I said that. I wonder how Merrill Reese is calling this game. It really does help when you have a color commentator for this. But in all honesty, though, it's better to get reps doing it by yourself. It is. It's better to get reps calling Eagles games by yourself. Or any football game. I can't even play my music. I spent so much time trying to get this playlist of music to go. Can't even do that. Whatever. We'll do our Eagles trivia question when we go to the fourth quarter. I gotta change my score bug too. Bro, I love watching the play-by-play. You are for sure going somewhere, says Crafty Sports. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, it's weird because I'm not saying that I don't put in a lot of effort because, of course, I do. But I utilize this channel as a launching point, if that makes sense. Like, I use it just to practice. Like, I'm in the lab right now. Like, this is the batting cage for me. This is equivalent to shoot around, you know, where I just go into the batting cage and we're just taking swings. That's all this is. So, you know, you live and you learn. And I definitely think that we've gotten better during the season, but it's, you know, you don't get the reps like you do with basketball or football or even hockey when you do a full season because it's, you know, more games, more opportunities, and, you know, football is less. So I do appreciate you all so much for being here. Here we go, Mariota back out there on the offensive side. He'll get the snap. It's a little QB keeper. It goes up the middle on a draw, and he'll just get maybe 4 yards as Hawkins was there to make the tackle. So A.J. Brown's out. Cam Jurgens is out. Sidney Brown's out, and Reed Blankenship is now out as well with a groin injury. So injuries are not a good thing for this team either. So 2nd and 6 now. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 20. We have another run up the middle, and that's where Boston Scott will be taken down. It'll actually be at the 22-yard line in Philadelphia territory still. It'll be 3rd and 4. What's my favorite sport to call? My favorite, honestly, is baseball. I don't really have to provide a lot of pressure on the voice. I mean, I love basketball too, and I really love volleyball. And I think my answer changes all the time, but I really like calling baseball. I like the pace of it. I like how I can just utilize this type of voice, and I don't always have to worry about peaking or whatever. 3rd and 5 again, another draw this time. Mariota's going to take it all the way to the 35, to the 40, and he runs out of bounds just at the 39. We're going to say that that's where he was marked out. It was a 17-yard run. Dane Belton chased him out of bounds, and Mariota, who was set up in the shotgun, able to rush for 38 yards on 4 carries. How about this? So Marcus Mariota has been doing some good things for the Birds. 3 receivers towards the right side. Motion again, or no motion this time. I thought it was, but it was an incomplete pass as Mariota tries to throw it. And it's incomplete over towards the right side. Quez Watkins was the intended receiver. It's funny because I guess I spoke too soon because Quez was, I thought he was going to go over towards the left side, but he stopped for a very quick second. So, but yeah, I like baseball. Maybe that's how the Eagles are treating it. It's just reps. 2nd and 10, 4:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Eagles down 24-0. I have to say time and score a little bit more. Mariota in the gun gets the snap, play action. He's at the 30. He's being chased down by Adoree Jackson, but he throws it, and it is almost complete. No flags on the play. Boston Scott was the intended receiver. That was almost a perfect throw to Boston Scott and McFadden, who has been all over a lot of these guys and a lot of these receivers. He's done a really good job at just deflecting footballs out of guys' hands. Scott thought maybe he had it for a split second as he got a hand on it. Then it was deflected. 5 tackles and 2 pass stops today. Deflections. 3rd and 10. Clock stops at 4:11. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Empty backfield. Here we go. Mariota gets the snap again. He's looking. He throws it to Jack Stoll. It's complete, and Stoll gets the first down marker. They're going to move the chains. It was a little screen over towards the far side. He gets 11 yards, and they're going to mark him at the 50. Ojulari there to tackle him at the knees, but that was a very good execution on a little screen pass. And Mariota is able to move the chains, and they'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion towards the far side. It's Quez Watkins. Mariota gets the snap. He finds Quez Watkins, and that's good enough for a first down as Quez takes it all the way to the Giants' 31-yard line for 19 yards. This is the longest drive that the Eagles have had today. In a matter of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, they've gone 53 yards on 7 plays in this current drive. 3:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Boy, do they need to score here. Scott gets the handoff from Marcus Mariota, and he'll just take it shy of the 25. I'll actually say that he's at the 24. So it's 2nd and 3. As Rashad Penny was the one that got the football and just ran it up the middle. The Eagles showing signs of slowing down, bro. Absolutely, man. But how about the backups are doing their jobs? Can't say that. 3 receivers over towards the left and 2 to the right. Mariota gets the snap. He's looking, and he fires it. It's caught by Britton Covey, and Covey just takes it all the way to the Giants' 19. So the Eagles are in the red zone, and Covey was able to get 5 yards. Dayton Belton was there to tackle him. And with 2:20 left to go, the Eagles are finally in the red zone. They're finally in the red zone. 2:10 left in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers towards the near side and 2 to the far. Mariota gets it deflected as it is thrown, but it's incomplete. Good block by the Giants' defensive line. And Kayvon Thibodeau was the one that was able to deflect it. A guy that's been very solid on the Giants' defensive line. Thibodeau deflected it and was almost picked by Okirky, but was just out of reach. 2nd and 10, clock stops at 2:01. 2:01, that's what it stops at. Again, Eagles down 24-0. They're getting shut out in Giants land. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds. They got to get the snap off. They do. They'll hand it off to to Boston Scott, and Scott is met just past the line of scrimmage, and he'll get maybe a yard and a half. Kayvon Thibodeau again just met him up the middle as Scott could not get through the teeth of that interior defensive line. I'm with you, bro. How does the drive end in an interception or a fumble? What are you talking about? Like the play before, A.J. Brown, that's where he got injured. 3rd and 9. That was earlier in the game. 3rd and 9 with 1:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Eagles marching down the field. They're at the Giants' 18-yard line. Mariota gets the snap. He's looking deep. He fires it. It's caught, but is it complete? Is it complete by Covey? It's incomplete. They're going to say that he caught it out of bounds. He caught it out of bounds. Kayvon Thibodeau again staying on Covey, and Covey not able to make the catch in bounds. So the clock stops with 1:15 in the 3rd quarter. Elliott's going to go out there to kick the field goal. I mean, at this point, you got to, I don't know if you can really settle for threes. 36-yarder here. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. It just goes through the uprights. It was edging over towards the left side, but Elliott able to knock down the field goal. And with 1:11 left to play in the 3rd quarter, the Giants will have the football again. So the Eagles at least are not going to get shut out. That's the good news. Dallas is up 35-10 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 43 minutes of play to reach the red zone. Yeah. Oh, the current drive. Oh, okay. That's what you meant, the current drive. Let's mute this. Forgot that that's not muted. The Eagles scored, says RB. Oh, man. RB just tweeted out the Eagles scored. Sarcasm at its best. The Eagles avoid the shutout. Eagles Nation. Oh, boy. Speaking of Eagles Nation, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, y'all should do so. And we need one more subscriber to get to 1,615. And we need 4 more likes to get to 30. Come on, man. They have 3 points. Yes, they do. I know they do. They avoid the shutout. Oh, boy. Oh, I hope, oh, man. John Johnson is, I hope John Johnson's okay. He's not going to be on WIP early tomorrow morning. I don't know if you guys saw this, okay? If I was obviously working for a station, I wouldn't talk about this, but, one of my friends, sent me an article today on, it was posted by Cross and Broad, and, Odyssey, which is the network that 94 WIP is. It's the parent company of WIP and KYW and 1210 and a couple other Philadelphia stations. They filed for bankruptcy. So there might be more changes in the landscape of sports talk radio and some other things because of that. So I agree, man, JJ. Yep. It's tough. Imagine the boos if they were in Philly. Oh, I know people that have made the trip out there, man. I know people that have made the trip out there. 1:11 left to go in the third quarter. Elliott with the kickoff. It goes high, it goes deep, and it goes towards the back of the end zone, and the touchback is confirmed. Cowboys just scored another touchdown as they lead at 35-10. And they are just now really destroying the Commanders. So Dallas wins, then they win the East, the NFC East, and therefore they are the number 2 seed, and the Eagles are going to have to play against the Tampa Bay Bucks. That's who they're going to have to play, and they're going to have to go to Tampa to take them on. 24-3. With 1:11 to go in the third quarter, Giants are up by 3 touchdowns. Tyrod Taylor gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He throws up the middle. It's caught. And just shy of the first down marker. It was about 3 yards short. The catch was made up the middle by Sterling Shepard. So Sterling Shepard really hasn't had the greatest season by any means whatsoever. Just today, 7 receiving yards on 2 targets. But I got him a couple years ago. And he was a big name, but he just has been really quiet. 369 receptions for 4,077 yards. That's just in 8 seasons. So he's definitely been a very big, impactful player for them. Barkley's going to run up the middle as he'll edge his way over towards inside the 40, and he'll take it to the Giants' 30-yard line for 6 yards. Jalen Carter, who has not had his name called in a really long time, was finally there to make a tackle. Oh, I know, my guy. Gabe hasn't even been paying attention. He's not even paying attention. Ugh, it's all right. I'm doing good on here. I do appreciate you for being on here, though, my guy. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. We go into quarter number 4. Eagles down by 21 points as they trail 24-3. It's all right. We don't really have a big audience because they're not doing so well. They've lost 5 out of their last 6, Larry. All right, we go into the fourth quarter, which means it is time for our Eagles trivia question of the day. So I'm going to ask you an Eagles trivia question, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get the question wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a trivia question about the Eagles. So here's what I want to know. All right, we're going to ask this question. Where is it? This one. All right. Former Eagle and later Falcon Ike Reese wore which number while he was in Philly? What number did Ike Reese wear? We love Ike Reese. He does a lot of great stuff for WIP on the afternoon show. So, former Eagle and later Falcon Ike Reese wore which number while he was in Philly? Which jersey number did he wear? That's the trivia question. What number was Ike Reese? What number was Ike Reese? Larry says Wilbert Montgomery. That's correct. No, I'm kidding. Eagles still got their dude at the QB position, man. Oh, you got their backup, bro. Anybody want to take a shot at the trivia question? Which number did Ike Reese wear? 81. Incorrect. 81 is incorrect. Anyone else see the scoreboard? Eagles 3 to Giants 24, or is it just me? 72. 43. Nope. Nobody's getting it. Couple more guesses. What jersey number was Ike Reese when he was in an Eagles uniform? 56. It's pretty close. Crafty's close, man. Crafty is pretty close. Chief and Newt is 21. That's incorrect. 44. Taylor gets the snap. He's looking, and he throws it. It's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Darren Waller. That's who the target was, but he just could not hang on to the catch. 57. You're on fire. You're really, really hot. 50, says my dad. Incorrect. Gabe is the closest. 33 and 11. 2nd and 10 here. Taylor again gets the snap. The ball is at the Giants 38. The pass is made, and it's caught by Darren Waller this time for about 6 yards. And that'll take them to the 44-yard line on a 3rd and 4. 54. 58. That's correct. Ike Reese was number 58. He was a standout special teams player for Philly who got a shot to play linebacker on a regular basis in Atlanta. So, number 58 was his number. Steven Newt's got it. 3rd and 4, Taylor hits the snap. Pressure's coming. Thought he was going to go down, but he's still on his feet. He doesn't get past the line of scrimmage, though. He's actually just 2 yards shy as Eli Ricks is down now for the Birds, and he is in a lot of pain himself. So Ricks tried to make the tackle and tried to get the sack, but Shaq Leonard is the one that got the sack that time. 35-10 is the score with the Dallas Cowboys. They're up by 25. It was 58. Yes, sir. 55 and 1/2. So Eli Ricks is getting up. He is on the sidelines now. It's a 4th and 2. Clock's still going. We're just a minute underway in this fourth quarter. And it'll be 4th and 2 here. So the punting unit's going to go out there. Jamie Gillen will be punting the football for the Giants. And Covey will be returning it for the Birds. The punt is made. It's high. And it's caught at the 10. Covey's going to take it all the way to the 20. And he gets marked down right at the 19. So just gets 9 yards there. And the Eagles will have to set up at the 19-yard line. 13:44 to go. Eagles got to get moving quick if they want to stay in this game. All right. Oh, boy. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the notification bell icon. All right, we'll do another Eagles trivia question because I'm running out of things to say. Here we go. Which year? We'll do one more. Which year did the franchise have their first winning season? Okay? If they started in 1933, which year did the Eagles franchise have their first winning season? That's what I want to know. If they started in 1933, which year did their franchise have their first winning season? Sure, you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bell icons too. We need one more subscriber to get to 16 under 15. Tell your friends and family about this channel. I want one more subscriber before the end of this cast. We got to end the cast on a bang, even though the Eagles have not been doing too hot for us. 1944. That's correct. Cottage 81 got that one. We'll do another one because I feel like it. Larry said 47. Nope. Cottage had it. Let's do this one. All right. Who did the Eagles play in the No. That's an easy one. Sorry. I'm not going to do that one. Oh, man. How about this? I like this one a lot better. Who was the team's first 1,000-yard running back in a season? Who was the team's first 1,000-yard running back in a season? That's another one. We're just firing up trivia questions because, in all honesty, we only have like 16 games, so might as well fire up more. Who was the team's first 1,000-yard running back in the season? That's what I want to know. It's 24-3. Giants lead it by 21. And then that's my last one. The team's first 1,000-yard running back in the season. Who did it for the Birds? All right, 1st and 10 as the ball spotted at the 19. In Philadelphia territory, empty backfield, 3 receivers over towards the right side and 2 lined up towards the left. 4 seconds left on the play clock. 1st and 10. Mariota gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught. And that's good enough for a first down to Quez Watkins, who gets 10 yards, and Hawkins chases him out of bounds towards the near sideline. McCaffrey didn't play for the Eagles. Steve Van Buren. He probably cheated. But sure. Yes, that's correct. Oh, boy. No Googling. That's all right. That's fine. We didn't really have a lot of participants anyways. Mariota gets the snap again. He's looking. He finds Cal Caserta. And that's complete again for a first down. 11 yards. Adoree Jackson able to make the head tackle just at the knees. Tackled him from the knees with the head. So 1st and 10 again at the Philadelphia 40. They move the sticks again. It's the first time tonight that they've converted on 2 straight first downs. Mariota 7 for 13 in the passing game with 75 yards. He rolls over towards his left side. He fires it. It's caught again by Watkins. Watkins gets another 11 yards. So how about this? Back-to-back 11-yard plays for the Birds. They've been able to get 41 yards, as they also had a 10-yard play on the last one. 12:24 left in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted at the Giants' 49. 13 seconds left on the game clock. 12:15 left to go. Empty backfield. Mariota gets the snap. He avoids the pressure. He throws up the middle, and it's incomplete. There were about 2 defensive linemen that were coming straight after Mariota. He escaped one and almost had to just throw it out of pressure with the other one who was just right behind him. Looks like it was Ishawn Robinson that was right there providing the pressure. And Raheem Nunez Roaches was able to also provide some pressure too. So the clock stops with 12:08. It's 2nd and 10. And 8 seconds left on the play clock as they break the huddle. 5 seconds now on the play clock. Looks like Scott's over towards the right side. Mariota again gets it, throws it, and making the catch at the 38 and being wrapped up by number 37, Trey Hawkins III, is Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be marked down at the 40. Mariota has more passing yards than Hurts. Yes, sir. 3rd and 1 again. Zaccheaus in motion going from left to right. Mariota keeps it, and he's going to run up the middle as he dives and lunges forward and gets the first down at the 38. Okerke was the one that they said made the tackle, but he just had to lunge his way forward, and he dove head first and got right through. 11:22 left in the fourth quarter. Eagles have committed 6 plays and 43 yards on this 2-minute drive so far. They decide to go with 3 receivers over towards the left and 1 to the right. Mariota will get the snap. He backs up at the 50. He throws it. It's caught by Britton Covey. He'll take it all the way to the 20, and he's tackled right at the 16. So Covey again able to make a 22-yard catch and just took it to the Giants' 16-yard line. McFadden again in the backfield doing a good job today, just making another tackle. They're in the red zone, and they're at the 16 right now. 15 seconds on the play clock with 10.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Mariota was under center for a second, but now backs up towards the 20. 5 seconds left on the play clock. He's calling for the football. He gets the snap. He's looking. He's still looking. He fires it. It's caught into the end zone by Olamide Zaccheaus, or Quez Watkins. Quez Watkins made the catch. He threw it right into coverage. It was right on the money. Watkins caught it in the end zone, and the Eagles get the touchdown that they need. It's the first one of the night. What a catch by Quez. He just had to reach up as if he were trying to grab an apple and was just able to climb the ladder over 2 defenders and made a really nice catch. 24-9. Extra point coming for the Birds. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Going after to snap it, of course, will be Rick Lovato, the long snapper. And it's spotted. Kick is up, and it's good. And now the Eagles are down by 2 touchdowns. So that makes it now 24-10. 24-10. And the Phils trade Dylan Covey for that guy. Yahoo's is Jenny. What's up, Jenny? It's officially garbage time, says Larry. Well, I don't know about that, man. Yes, Cottage. I see that, my guy. Yes, they are losing. They're clearly losing. Yes, you're right. Dallas leads at 35-10 with 7:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. I'll tell you this. How about if the Eagles somehow come back in this game? Is this Miracle in the Meadowlands Part 3? Just asking. Would this be a Miracle in the Meadowlands Part 3 if they come back and win this? I'm just saying. Comment down below. Now Britton Covey's in the medical tent. Great. Tim McManus just reported that. They have got to change these. They've got to do something about the turf. They just do. Ginny says, yeah. She thinks that this would be Miracle in the Meadowlands Part 3. Yes, sir. Oh, boy. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got 26 likes on here. We need 3 more of you to hit that like button. Just had to update this. And that's what we did. We're going to be back on Wednesday for the Sixers game Sixers play Wednesday night. They're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. And we'll be back for that game. We're going to be off on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to rest the voice, and we're going to try to get ready for Saturday or Sunday. And really make sure that we put on a very good show for the playoff game, because there's no doubt that I want to make that a really good call. No doubt. 24-10 is the score. Eagles just got a touchdown. Again, Britton Covey now in the medical tent, so he's their kick returner and their punt returner as well. Speaking of kick return, here's Elliott with the kickoff. It's high, and it goes over towards the end zone, and the fair catch is made, of course, by Gunnar Olszewski. So Tyrod Taylor will go back out there at the quarterback position. So far today, he's 18 for 25 with his completions. He's thrown for 259 yards and has been able to get a total of 272 scrimmage yards. I was thinking of the right word, and I finally got it. There we go. Taylor gets the snap. He throws it or tosses it over towards the right side, and Sterling Shepard makes the catch. And they'll take it out of bounds, and they'll get about 10 yards. They're going to mark him just after the first down marker. So they do move the chains over towards the Giants' 35-yard line. So it's a 1st and 10 at the Giants' 35. 9:45 left in the fourth quarter. Eagles, of course, have got to get some stops here and get the offense back out there as soon as possible. Saquon Barkley gets the handoff, and he's stuffed just at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say that he got a yard. Ojomo and Morrow just there to meet him right at the Giants' 36-yard line. So not too much gainage on that particular run. Clock's still moving with 9:10 left in the fourth quarter. Tyrod Taylor breaks the huddle, and he's under center this time. He'll fake the handoff to Barkley. He rolls over towards the right. He's at the 30, and he'll throw it, and that's good enough for a first down, as the catch was made again by Isaiah Hodgins. Hodgins this time gets a 15-yard gain, and they'll be in Philadelphia territory at their 49-yard line. So Tyrod Taylor just faked the handoff and was able to throw it for a first down, and he gets about 18 yards to Isaiah Hodgins. I know, my guy. I was covering all these games, bro. 3 seconds left on the play clock again. Taylor gets the snap, and he throws it. It's caught just at the 36, or at the 43, I should say, sorry, because they're in Philadelphia territory, so it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, a 6-yard gain for Darren Waller as he made the catch over on the hash. Cottage, I hear you loud and clear, my guy. 7:48 left in the fourth quarter. We got 21 lovely people on here watching. Taylor hands it off again, and Barkley is going to lose a yard as he gets tripped up by Johnson. So, at time making the tackle for the Birds is Johnson, who's just, that's a good stop there. Third and 4, 7:15 left in the fourth quarter. Eagles down by 14 points. 8 seconds left on the play clock, 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Taylor gets the snap. He's at the 50. He throws it. It's caught again by Waller, and he gets the first down. He gets the first down and gets 6 yards. Byard not doing a good job on the coverage. And he just gets beaten up on that play. Throw was made just in front of Waller. Byard did not get in front of him. And Waller almost bobbled it. I mean, he had to juggle it for a quick second, and he still got the first down. So it's not good for the Eagles. I mean, they're just trying to milk the clock now, the Giants, that is. That's all they're trying to do. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Motion over towards the near side. Now back toward the far side. The fake handoff as Tyrod Taylor's going to keep it. He'll take it to the 30, inside the 30, and will be marked down at the 25. And get to the 23. Inside the 25 it is. So Taylor on a keeper. Able to run again. That's now, when you look at his rushing yards today, Tyrod Taylor now has 37 rushing yards on 7 carries. Another first down, and they'll try to just milk the clock down once again. 5 seconds left on the play clock. The snap is made. The run up the middle is going by Saquon Barkley, and Barkley's able to get another first down. He gets 13 yards. That was actually Gray that got the first down that time. So Gray did a good job at just bunching his way up the middle. And again, the interior of the defensive line just not able to stop him there. Just able to get so much room. So much room to operate. Oh, boy. They're in the red zone. They're knocking on the door of the Giants, that is. 405 total yards today against this Eagles defense. They averaged 271 and a half. Another run up the middle by Gray, and Gray just gets 2 yards, and it'll be at the Philadelphia 9. So this should just about put them out of reach. If the Giants do happen to score here, and they're at least in field goal range, Eagles decide not to use any timeouts. They're just going to milk the clock down. Again, it's 2nd and 8. 18 seconds left on the play clock. And 4:30 on the game clock. Taylor under center. Gray in the backfield. There's a little screen pass made all the way to Sterling Shepard, and Shepard's going to take it all the way inside the 5 and be marked down at the 9. Wait, what the? Yeah, at the Philadelphia 3. There we go. Now it's 3rd and 2. Sometimes, like, when you look up, I can't get confused with this. Because sometimes the score clock is either ahead or behind, and you can't always tell. I got to go with the eyes sometimes. 3rd and 2. 3:51 left in the fourth quarter. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Tyrod Taylor fakes the handoff. He rolls over towards the right side. He's at the 10, and he's going to throw it away over and back of the end zone. And the Eagles will have to defend a 4th and 2 here. I believe that they're just going to take the 3. And why not at this point? This would put them out of reach now. This would put them out of reach because they would be down by 3 possessions if the kick is good. 4th and 2. As the offense comes out for the Giants, they're going to go back onto the sidelines. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and Crosby's going to kick it right here for a field goal. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. It was a 21-yard attempt, and the Giants are able to get the field goal, and it's now 27-10. 3:39 left in this game, and what has just been absolutely a disgraceful performance by the Birds. I'll be right back. Three minutes and 39 seconds left in what seems to be, I mean, it feels like it's been a 6-hour game, but we're just literally heading towards the 3-hour mark right now. 2 hours and 56 minutes, according to our stream. But that's really nothing. 3:39 left in the fourth quarter. The Giants, if they win, they'll end the season as a 6-11 team, and the Eagles will be 11-6. Kickoff by the Giants by Crosby. It's high. It's deep, and it is caught right at the 3, and the fair catch is made for Boston Scott. I mean, lots of disappointed things we can talk about with this game. First, you had the A.J. Brown fumble, but more importantly, he got injured. And we don't even know what his status is even going to be for next week. There's a lot you have to think about with that. Jalen Hurts had his worst performance of the season and really struggled today. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Motion towards the near side. Mariota will get the snap. He looks as it's caught right at the 33 by Britton Covey, and he gets 8 yards. Same score Eagles lost by in 1980 Super Bowl. What, this score right here? 3:39 left in the fourth quarter. It's a 2nd and 2 at the Philadelphia 33. Probably going to have to go for some deep passes now if you want to try to stay in this game. But what's really the point if Dallas is up by 28 points? Mariota gets the snap. He fumbles the football, loses it right inside the 30. It's recovered by Ojulari, and the Giants are going to take over on downs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So the Giants had Jihad Ward just snap it out of Mariota's hands. Mariota fumbled, and getting on top of it was Ojulari. And the Giants will take over at the Philadelphia 28. Another turnover. That's the 4th turnover today by the Eagles. Giants only had 1 turnover today, and that was on an interception by Reed Blankenship. So more snaps here for Tyrod Taylor, as we have a pass made to Sterling Shepard, but he can't even get back to the line. 3:15 left in the fourth quarter. Ginny says they are done. They're done. See, at this point, like, what's there to really talk about? You're going to have to play against the Tampa Bay Bucks next week. Obviously, you have to get ready for that game. And at this point, all you got to do is just win your games. And it seems like that this team just cannot beat anybody. Clearly. Taylor fakes the handoff, and he'll just slide down past the 30. And inside the 30, I should say. And I'll take it to the 27. So that's where he'll slide down. 2.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. They'll have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's what they'll do. The Commanders, well, the Cowboys, I should say, they're going to go on and be 12-5 as they were able to take care of business out at FedEx Field for the Commanders. Taylor in the gun gets the snap again. He's looking, he throws it, and it's incomplete. And we'll have another play run before the 2-minute warning. It'll be 4th and 8. And it'll be interesting to see. I guess you got to take a field goal here, obviously. It's at the 26, so this would be a 44-yard field goal for Crosby. That is a really cute dog. How did the Eagles go from 10 wins and 1 loss to this? Great question. Very good question. All right, Crosby with the field goal. Ball spotted, kick is up. And it's no good. It's no good. Hits the left side of the crossbar, and it was definitely short. So we've reached the 2-minute warning. 1:59 left in a game where you probably say to yourself, when will this end? All right. It is a cute dog. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you'll know when I go live or if I upload, man. We'll do a post game show. We'll do a show tomorrow. We'll talk about this game tomorrow. We definitely will. We'll talk more about it. I mean, like, what else is there to say? JJ blames the front office receptionist. Larry, it's the coaching staff, and it's gone deeper now. Yes, the coaching staff deserves a lot of blame. I'm just saying that the front office, okay, you knew that this team had weaknesses in the secondary, okay? They had weaknesses in the secondary, and they never addressed those problems. And these problems have been going on for so many weeks. They deserve blame too. I'm not letting them off the hook. I'm not letting Howie Roseman off the hook. They've had these coordinator problems for a while, and they still haven't addressed it. So, yes, if the coordinators have been doing a bad job, then that's on the coordinators. But at some point, you got to point the finger at the front office because these things have been going on for 6 weeks, man. 6 weeks, even longer. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's just. I'm not saying that Jalen's been perfect. I'm not saying that the coaching has been perfect either. Like, all of them deserve blame. I'm just saying that now I got to start looking at the top. That's all I'm saying. They all deserve blame. All of them do. But it's deeper. The new Eagles song should be "Bye Eagles Bye," says Jenny. That's funny. That's honestly not even funny. Because you're right. Here we go. 1:59 left in what's probably going to be the last Eagles offensive drive here. Who can they get mid-season? Guys in the secondary, they could have addressed more problems at the trade deadline, and they didn't do it. Second and 8 as Boston Scott runs up the middle for 2 yards. Davidson and McKinney are the ones that tackle him at the Philadelphia 37. Second down, 8 yards to go. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers over towards the right and 2 to the left. Mariota does get the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught by Cal Caserta, and he'll be marked down just at the 44-yard line, so they're going to say it's a 3rd and 1. 1:08 left, and there's a lot to think about in going into next week, and not even just about going into next week, but just in regards to injuries. There's Matt Patricia. You can see the look on his face. He looks absolutely disgusted, and Nick Sirianni does not look happy either. Mariota on a keeper. He'll slide down all the way towards the 50, and that'll move the chains again for the Birds. They've been in 2 Super Bowls in the last 6 years. They have a good roster. It's the organization has done its job. Again, though, like, they knew that they had these weaknesses, and they still didn't address it. Yes, the players, it's on them to, it's the talent. That's not all their fault, but they knew that they had these problems and they had these weaknesses, and I got to look at them too. Mariota gets the snap. Well, Jewelry is the one that sacks him for a loss of 6, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it. As time runs out, the Birds lose by a final score of 27-10, and they'll have to play next week in a playoff game against the Tampa Bay Bucks. And, well, it's funny because you would think that, they're going to a playoff game and this would be something positive, but this team was 10-1 to start off the season, And they ended the season 11-6. That's how it ends. That's tough. They're not losing because of the secondary. The secondary is a big problem that they've had, man. Seriously, like that's been a really big problem. So that's part of the reason why, yes, they are losing. The defensive play calling has sucked too, but the secondary has sucked, bro. What's up? Denver says it's a baseball season yet. Howie was hoping that their front could hold for the weakness at linebacker, says Denver. Play is a loose word for this team. Let's see if they even show up in Tampa. What weaknesses? The secondary? What else? There's so much other stuff, Larry. It's not just one thing. But I'm just saying that you have to look at the organization too. And I know that you don't agree with that, but that's how I feel. They've had these problems for a little bit of time, and now I have to look at them as well. Linebackers are all terrible, Larry. They are. Since the bye week, it's the offense, says Larry. There's a lot of stuff. There's no doubt about it. Oh, boy. I'm happy that this game finally ended. I don't know how Merrill Reese did it. And I'm going to listen to him probably later tonight and get a feel for how he called the game. Another learning experience, and we'll take it as it comes. All right. Well, that's the final score. The Eagles lose by a score of 27-10 in just a pitiful performance on all cylinders. If it makes you feel any better, well, Dallas did win, and it didn't really matter, but I'm saying that even if the Eagles won, wouldn't have mattered from a seeding perspective because Dallas did take care of their business. All right, so that's going to wrap things up here. My name is Jason Joseph. We're going to wrap things up, and we have a lot of cool content coming out this week. And, yeah, man, we'll be talking about the birds. It's just so sickening. It is. All right, love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Good night. And have yourselves a great rest of your Sunday. Lala Tov.